everybody? It's your boy MacMaal back with another reaction. Make sure y'all smash the sub. And remember, it don't cost you nothing to push a button. Yo, what's good? YouTube and Facebook, Not the Shop podcast, back at it again, man, with another live panel. Man, we doing it big, man. I just want to say I appreciate all y'all that support me. And first and foremost, I want to tell my fans and all my friends and family who checked on me due to the circumstances I went through yesterday. I like to say I appreciate y'all for tuning in and sending your prayers and caring about your boy. I'm good. It was just a mishap. It ain't serious as everybody and myself thought it was. You know, when you get old, you just never know. But it wasn't that serious, and I thank God that I was able to come out swinging and don't got to worry about nothing else. So I do want to say I appreciate y'all for tuning in and showing y'all support and love. Today we got the panel. Everybody is not here yet, but I just wanted to go ahead and get it started up and warm up the panel before everybody else tune in. But we do have more guests gonna tune in as they get where they going. And we just gonna introduce who we got right now, and let's do it.
You already know, man. It's your main man, Anti-Coon, a.k.a. the Red Pill Crip. You know the law when you see the straw, but I ain't got it. I don't know where my straw at. Fucking. We in here, though. Oh, damn. Am I off? Damn.
Nah,
No,
I was gonna let Vita go.
Oh, okay.
yeah, go
Okay,
ahead.
how y'all doing? I ain't gonna be on camera right now, but yes, my name is Levita Jones. I'm a confidence coach. I help you go from basic to better in business and life so you can strut unapologetically across the runway of life.
Yo, I'm Big Five at IG at Big Five 31. Um, hey, I'm just here to talk some real shit. And before we get started, I just want to throw out there condolences to the Malcolm-Jamal Warner family, man. You know, I got to put that out there. So,
Facts. Big facts. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we actually gonna open the show up with that. What's good, everybody in the comments? I'm reading the comments. What's good, y'all? How you doing?
Nick
What's
D,
going
what up?
on, Kelly? Kelly in the building. What's good? Nick D, what's good? So yeah, I want to play. I want to play this clip. And then we'll jump.
You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I feel like
Oh no, that's the wrong clip. My bad. I ain't labeled these motherfuckers today, man. I just threw it on. So I want to see which one is it. Um,
Now we finally have an update on the drowning death of Malcolm-Jamal Warner. Now, according to ABC7, they stated that Malcolm-Jamal Warner had drowned while he was on vacation in Costa Rica. Now, the article goes on to say that Warner had drowned off the coast of Costa Rica on Sunday. So this actually occurred on Sunday. They stated that the Costa Rican National Police had told this to ABC News. Now, the coroners in Costa Rica had also labeled his death by asphyxia. The article goes on to state that the actor died near Cocles, which is a beach in Lemon, Costa Rica. Police told ABC7 that he, being Malcolm Jamal Warner, was caught in a high current in the water and was discovered on Sunday afternoon. Now, the article doesn't state if he was caught in that current on Saturday and then he had been found on Sunday, or if all of these events occurred on Sunday. But I suppose the details around his drowning doesn't matter because he does leave behind a wife and a child, who I'm almost certain is completely devastated by the loss of her husband and the father of her child. Now, as more details about the story comes out, I promise I'm going to keep you guys posted. But again, I pray that you keep him and his wife and his daughter in your prayers because this is definitely a trying time because nobody should ever have to watch their loved one go out tragically.
Damn.
yeah, man, that's crazy, man. When they first told me what happened, I had got him mixed up with the other guy, man. I thought he was the other dude from the other TV show, man. Um, I
Which
forgot
one?
the name. The dark skinned dude that was messing with the Sydney Star lady, the tranny lady. what's his name? The
Oh,
dark
Oh, you
skinned
talking
dude.
about Eddie?
oh,
Eddie.
Eddie
Eddie,
Winslow,
yeah,
yeah, Eddie
Yeah.
Winslow.
yeah.
When they said him, I was for some reason he was the first one popped in my mind, and I'm like, damn. So when I saw the pictures, I'm like, no, no, he the cool one. You feel me?
Right,
Yeah.
nigga.
Damn, that's
Hold on.
crazy, bro.
Why
Like,
you bullshitting? They about to do it. They revamping Family Matters.
yeah,
Yeah, they
Oh no, they don't
bro.
need to do
I s-
that, man.
I swear to
No.
God, Family Matters, Happy Gilmore, and Mortal Kombat all coming out.
yeah. Happy Gilmore is too.
I
Yeah,
know. I know.
I
Happy.
saw
Yeah.
part two coming out. But
Yep.
nevertheless, man, I just want to give out condolences to his family and shit like that, man. Now, here's the thing, right? Vi, you follow T? They used to work in my shop. They cut hair on
Yeah.
Facebook.
Yeah.
So like he into like this numerology shit, right? I ain't really got deep into it and shit, but like every time a celebrity died, like he got some type of calculations. I don't know if it's an app or some shit, but it break down like numbers and shit, and like
Yep.
how people like they use numbers to fucking get motherfuckers up out of there. Like it's already ordained that they gonna get killed or some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? And he be always posting this shit. I don't really understand it because I ain't got into it like that. But when I'm looking at it, it's like I'm like, damn. So people was posting it. He had posted it today. And I was looking through it, like, and it was like it's just like the numbers are connected to the date he supposed to die and his name and how he supposed to die. Like that shit crazy as hell. Like that's a big ass,
Yeah, they
that's
had
a
a movie
big
called
coincidence.
they had a movie called Wanted that's like that. You know what I'm saying? When they was stitching that stuff in and the name came up and the stitchings and stuff like that. It's some I heard about that before. I heard about that before. And man, if it really is like that, ooh, I don't know, because it's like that comes almost kind of like anti-Christ. You know what I'm saying? Like on one end, it make you believe on one end when your time is up. But it's like if we got a specific date that when we supposed to go, man, that's some scary stuff, man.
But you
Yeah.
know what though? It's so crazy, right? And I just want to throw this out there and I'm gonna let y'all go, right? Like he is a celebrity. The man 50 years old. I know he know how to swim. At what point? At what point? How? I'm just thinking of all scenarios possible, right?
Hmm.
How did this man drown? Right? It just seemed like it was set up, bro. I ain't no conspiracy theorist or nothing like that, but you know, like celebrities and him and like okay, say he was on excursion or something. If he was on excursion, I'm pretty sure there was people there because I've been to Costa Rica and I've been to these excursions, and the people
Yeah,
that rent the jet skis, the people that take you out on the water, they go with you. They don't let you go by yourself.
Facts.
right.
They be with you. You know what I'm
Cause
saying?
yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out at what point was he alone where he was able to be alone for a certain period of time to drown, because you just don't drown right away. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? And you 9 times out of 10 gonna have on a life vest if you're on an excursion. You're not gonna just be out in wild waters where you can drown. Like in Costa Rica when we went, they took us in the water, but it wasn't to the fact that like the waves was big as hell and no shit like that. Like it's
Right.
regular calm water. You just be in a nice, you be in about like 12, 13 feet of water. You know what I'm saying? But they be with you even on a jet ski. So I'm trying to figure out what scenario was he in where he was able to just drown. Because like when we talked about old girl from here that drowned in Lake Michigan, right?
Yeah,
The wind, they had evidence of shit going wrong. Like they said, the
right.
winds was over high. There was too many people out there drunk, flying around in boats and shit. So you saw that it was able to be chaos at some point. With his situation, they ain't let like no information out, so we don't know if it was the same scenario or like how did that happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. I'm thinking is it maybe was he in some damn waves and shit? Like did the current pick up or was it just he just literally maybe he just couldn't swim? I
Yeah,
mean,
but
I don't know.
even if you can't swim, bro, you're not gonna just die just like you're not gonna drown just like that, bro. And
Yeah.
I'm only saying it because um or it could because I've been in a life death situation like that, bro. So I'm like, for me personally, if anybody fall in the water around me, you're gonna die. I'm not saving you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, I'm look you dead in your eye. I'm telling you, I'm not saving you
Yeah,
because
wave at the
I've
nigga.
been, no real shit. I've been through that shit and I almost died trying to help a motherfucker get out the water. You feel what
Facts.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
A motherfucker fell off their jet ski. Actually, she was on my jet ski. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm
Mm-hmm.
hitting the waves, I'm riding, and she leaned one way and pulled me off the motherfucker. Now we both got on life jackets, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't no need for her to panic, but she couldn't swim.
Right.
So we both fall off the jet ski flip over. I'm in the water trying to swim to her. Now she in the water. She hysterical. Swim. I'm trying to
Mm-hmm.
calm her down. I swim over there to her, right? Now I tell her, just get on my back. I'm telling her, just get behind me and hold me. She's so motherfucking scared. This broad that put me in a one of
Oh
these.
Yeah.
yeah. Hey,
Now, here's how the situation went bad. I was high as hell. I was drunk as hell. We on vacation. We in the Dales. In
mm-hmm.
Wisconsin Dales when JD used to throw the Dales trips. We was down there, bro. She put me in a headlock, bro, in the middle of the water. Now, mind you, we in like 20, 30 feet deep water, so ain't no bottom. You
Yeah.
feel me? Now, I'm trying to get her. Now, she ain't number like 135 pounds soaking wet, but I swear for God, she was like a damn house in that water on my neck. I could not get this girl, and I'm high, drunk. I'm trying to get her. She choking me instead of holding on to me. She's choking me. And
Yeah.
I can't even breathe, bro.
You-
I'm
Yeah.
trying to get out the situation because it's finna get ugly for real.
Hey
Like
Maul.
I'm real life I'm finna lose my life, bro.
Hey
Like
Maul.
real shit.
Hey Maul.
I
You know.
kick, I kick up off her, right?
Uh huh.
You feel me? Try to get up under, but no air.
Mm-hmm.
I come back under the water and try to get up back and give me some air. She grabbed me again, bro. So
Hey Maul. Hey Maul.
Joe, it was a bad situation. My
Hey.
homie wasn't there. My homie came from the whole other side, bro, with the jet ski pull up
Mhm.
and snatched her up off of me, bro. Now,
Hey
mind you,
Maul.
this was like 3, 4 minutes.
Hey Maul. You want me to tell you how they train us to go about people like that?
Let him
Knock
go.
their ass out. Unconscious.
Damn.
You have to.
You got to knock their ass out. That's how they train us. Like, hey, at
Yeah,
that
you have
point,
to.
if she
Yeah.
ain't go calm down and listen, guess what? Knock her out
Yeah.
real quick because it's easier to deal with an unconscious
Yeah.
person than a
Yeah.
frantic
Facts.
person.
Facts.
You know what I'm
Dead.
saying? So,
Dead weight is different in the water.
but I but I will say this.
So
I
what do
think
y'all think the scenario was, though? Give me what you think about the situation. What do you think
because
it possibly could
I
have
went
been?
through this in real time. That was probably his regular routine. He just took a trip and he had a boat or something like that, and he probably was trying to stir something and thought he was at a safe port to steer the ship in high waves, and something shifted that threw his balance off, and he fell off the boat, and it was at night. You know what I'm saying? Time of day counts for everything, but I've always said, even here in Chicago, that undercurrent is a mother. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't see it, and you can not it's like for some reason it can come up under you and just grab you and pull you back down
Yeah.
for some reason. You know what I'm saying? So that happens as well. So
Yeah. And Mac, like Mac said, he might have been high. He might have
yeah,
been drunk.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah,
don't function the same. You feel me? So I
you
mean, it ain't no
definitely don't.
telling.
I
Yeah.
I'm
don't
a
think
conspiracy theorist. That was his time. It was in line. He
Yeah,
had to
drug.
die. It's too sketchy. It's too bitty. When the celebrities die, you really look into it. It's always some type of storyline plot that numerology should be panning out. Cause just think you've been a celebrity 30 years. You ain't just doing goofy shit. You ain't just doing goofy shit to do goofy shit.
Well, think
No.
about it like this. Okay, I'm gonna tell you, and we can put our brains together. I think if me, Vita, Mal, Var, and this is to the crowd, if we sit here and know nothing about this story, we can study numerology for about 2 hours and then study that person and create a story that y'all believe.
I agree with you. That's true because
yeah.
you can fix the numbers. But I'm saying it's just because I really be researching and reading into the stuff and understand they contracts and all that. They got to do deals with the devil for all that fame and all that.
Yeah.
So they agree to come in and to go out a certain way. Sometimes it's just a fake death to the public, and then they go into a different character. Then sometimes it really be they death.
So
So
Vita, what you saying is, and let me see if I'm hearing you right. So what you saying is when they sign up for the Illuminati, they already tell them when they gonna die. So they live their life out knowing they death date is what you're saying.
Correct.
That's amazing because the day before you finna die got to be the worst day of your damn life.
But you know what?
But it ain't always a real death. Sometimes it's a fake death. Sometimes it's the character die and you go into another character. But
Oh,
sometimes
so
so if you don't see the body at the funeral, it was a fake death.
But you know what? I think like the movie Sinners, I think it was very important because if you've seen the outtake at the end of Sinners, and a lot of people bypass this, like the guitarist Sammy that was played by Buddy Guy in this particular scene. If you look at his bar and then the backsplash of the mirror, the only person that had a reflection was the bartender. Sammy didn't have a reflection. And what's the girl named? Marion Stack didn't have a reflection, but we knew they was vampires, right? But Sammy never got bit, but he basically chose music over everything. And sometimes I'm not gonna say it's the Illuminati, but it's if a person's drive and purpose is just all about that one thing, you can inadvertently sell your soul without knowing you sold your soul.
Yeah, they gotta sell it. They get insurance on this. It's documentaries on this and everything. You worth. It's called worth. I don't know, but I know the nickname we just say is you're worth more dead than alive, and they make a lot of money. Like Biggie, Tupac, all of them made 10 times. They record companies made 10 times the money they made when they was alive. So it be in a contract.
Yeah, well, and contracts expire too. So we can even look at it like this. He might have signed something with the Cosby Show that expired in 30 years, 30, 40 years. Now he finna get all that bread because it happens to people.
I wanna give the chat a moment to give some input on this thing too. So if y'all got something to say, man, y'all put it in the chat and we're gonna read it off and we're gonna talk about it.
Hey, Mal, I got a surprise for you though, Mal, real quick. I just got a small surprise for you. Check me out.
Amazing.
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 I made a soundboard, man. We gonna rock out now.
Man, I got one, but I ain't even put no sounds on it, man. I just got it sitting here, man. I got about 4-5 cameras sitting up in here, just ain't doing nothing, man.
Oh, nigga.
And you gonna make me bring out my old soundboard because I used to have this theme. You know, somebody said something stupid. I had a toilet flush on there.
What that mean? You with the shit? They full of
that
shit?
means you full of shit. You know,
full of shit.
Hey, y'all in the comments, man. What y'all think about this this situation with Malcolm, man?
Yeah, man.
Y'all more than welcome to join in the live too. If y'all want to come in, I'll let y'all in and y'all can speak y'all piece.
You want me to drop the stream?
Comments up there, MacMaal?
The comments is in there. You can see.
I'm talking about highlighting them or whatever.
I don't know how to highlight them.
Bring them up on the screen. I thought you said you figured that out last time.
I can't put everyone, but I can choose like certain ones to put on the screen. But I can't put like every comment. There's a lot of people commenting.
Hey Mac, I can
shit. I'm not on the toilet, okay?
I can put the link. I can put the link you sent us in the comment section if you want me to.
Yeah, put it in there because I don't know how to do this shit. You know, I'm still learning.
Okay,
just put the link in there. He gonna drop the link to the panel on the in the comments. So if y'all want to come in, chime in, and speak y'all piece, then y'all more than welcome to. I definitely love engaging with the people who watching.
The humblest. Why you want me to come on camera so bad? He said come on camera.
Yeah, you need to show your face.
Right. You came in with that enticing ass picture.
Hey, we in church. We accept you as you come in.
Right. Vita, most of the time when you come in here, you look like you at a yoga class, and you got this.
I do. I ain't lying. It be with my work. I ain't lying. I swear to God, I be coming out for workout like 8 times out of 10. I be coming out for workout. I ain't lying. I do.
I see. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it is. I see somebody comment. It is crazy. He gone, man. That shit.
But
this shit crazy because he was a cool dude too, man.
Hey, the crazy part, even to this day, I said he had the baddest chick in Hollywood before she died in that car accident.
Who he is? Who are you going?
Michelle Thomas. The girl that was cuckoo for Steve Urkel on Family Matters.
Oh yeah, she was bad.
That he had one of the baddest ones.
The girl that was what?
That's
Urkel
who he
leveled
really.
up.
People don't realize that's who he really who. That's the one he really would have married had she not died, man. Yep.
Oh, her. Okay.
Oh
Oh,
damn,
yeah.
she
She used to
passed
like
away.
Steve Urkel,
Yeah,
and then I
she
didn't know
got
that
she
No.
got
either.
in a car accident around that time,
Oh
man.
yeah, she did pass away. She passed away a long time ago though.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
And
was fine as
and I
hell.
remember watching
Man.
the Family Matters at the time. I'm like, Steve, you got to be a fucking dummy. This motherfucker sprung on you and you stuck on Laura.
Yeah, she
But
But
fine.
that
That's
was
but
my
you
just the
type of woman.
storyline. Don't do that. Laura was fine too. He was just stuck on Laura though. He
right.
Myra would she loves Steve Dirty Draws, everything. You stick with a
and
woman
he
like
loved
that,
Laura
damn it.
dirty draws.
Hey, when he took Laura to her little cheerleading shit, and then and she was like, Steve, she ran that nigga, and that nigga hopped out that bathroom like, look, motherfucker, you got me fucked. I done drove your monkey ass down here,
Man,
and you gonna make me,
man. Steve
you
was
gonna
on some
treat, yeah.
he was on
That's
Oh,
some
they
Slick
said
Rick
she
shit.
died of cancer.
that's where Urkel came out. He was like, nigga, you got life fucked up,
Oh, yeah.
nigga. Oh, my bad, Mac. I'm sorry about the cussing. My fault, bro. My bad.
Man, forget that. Steve loved Laurel so much he cloned his alter ego. I'm like, man, I'm gonna be shooting
Bro,
that mother. I'm good. I
boy,
got me a bad
you
Hey,
just said the gospel right there. Nigga love you so much he cloned his altar.
on the
Oh, to
real.
Stefan.
He
Stefan.
cloned this alter ego, man. I'm like, damn.
I need this
Okay,
motherfucker right here.
so I'm a change the tempo real fast, right? It's something else I want to talk about because I know we talk about a lot of relationship shit, but I wanted to change the flavor for this one, right? So it's some I know y'all. I don't know if you're aware of it or not, but you know they proposed the SNAP project in Chicago. Are y'all familiar with the SNAP project?
No.
So
Update me on
it's
this one.
it's a curfew that they trying to put in place for the young motherfuckers to get their ass off the street when it get too late outside because they causing too much chaos. So Brandon said he's gonna veto it. He don't want it to happen.
Why?
Who's Brandon?
The mayor.
Why
Oh.
does it what was he why does he is he against it?
I don't know why he's against it because I'm really not into politics like that. But what I can tell you is that Brandon is probably the worst mayor that we ever had in our lives, man. He
Damn.
sold us out for the devil, man. Like this man didn't put our school. They just fired 1,500 school teachers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, they closed down all our schools, and then on top of that, they
What the
lost
fuck?
all the funding for us per se, but they gave it all to the migrants.
What?
So they sold us out for votes, basically.
Yeah.
Shit.
You know? But now he called himself fighting for the migrants against us.
Wait, who is he? Is he from Chicago?
Yeah, he's the mayor, Brandon. What's his last name?
I'm talking
Brandon
about if
Johnson.
he ain't, that's
Brandon
treason if he
Johnson.
ain't from Chicago, because that's why Rahm Emanuel got up out of there. He wasn't from Chicago. He should have never been the mayor. You got to actually be from the city to be the mayor in
I can't
Chicago.
read that. What does that say?
Is it
There's a
backwards?
citywide curfew in place for minors under the age of 17, typically starting at tip. Yeah. So that's the SNAP project, right? I got a reel. I'm gonna play the reel for it.
Oh, okay. Bet.
Just to break it down a little bit, give you an idea of what's going on.
All
Breaking
right.
news, City Council finally took action on that controversial SNAP ordinance today.
A vote on that ordinance happened in the last half hour. Paris Schatz is here to break it all down for us. Paris, what happened?
Yeah, Terrence, that controversial SNAP curfew ordinance passes by a narrow 27 to 22 vote. It's a victory for those who believe that this law will curb some of that teen mob activity that at times has turned violent. But I should caution, it could be a hollow victory, as Mayor Johnson has indicated strongly that he will veto it. Now, this vote came after months of debate, delays, and maneuvers. Sponsoring Alderman Brian Hopkins of the 2nd Ward says he believes police and folks in his downtown community want this to head off future disruption.
These are dangerous, threatening, criminal acts, and they're violent. And it happened again last night. It happened in my ward, Alderman Knutsen's ward, Alderman Lawson's ward. Last night, starting about 10 o'clock, we had a teen gathering on the lakefront that turned violent. A police officer wound up in the hospital because he was attacked last night. If we don't pass this curfew ordinance, it's going to happen again.
And there was impassioned debate today. The ordinance would give the police superintendent the power to declare a curfew at any time, anywhere in the city, after conferring with the mayor's office and upon intelligence that a teen grouping might get out of hand. The superintendent would institute a 30-minute warning and use multiple ways of communicating that curfew, including in-person and social media. Mayor Johnson led the opponents, who say it eerily targets youth from certain communities in Chicago while sparing others.
We never bring up single-parent households, or we never bring up the parents after Lollapalooza. We never talk about who raised you and why don't you have decorum after Pride Fest. We never talk about people's upbringing, only when it contains young Black and brown people.
So we mentioned that narrow victory. Supporters do not have the votes as it stands now to override a mayoral veto if the mayor indeed chooses to go that route. But Sylvia, mayors in Chicago have rarely wielded that veto pen. It does seem very likely that this mayor would, though.
Yeah. So, yeah, I see the comment.
As a person on the
So
front line,
yeah, I think Brandon, he definitely getting paid by the Latinos because he has a Latino and migrant policy. For some reason, he's fighting for them. So I know they rub in his pockets. Otherwise, it ain't no other way. You can't explain it.
Chicago is very conscious politically. I'm surprised, like, y'all ain't but cracking on their ass, because Chicago is real strong on political back, you know what I'm saying, neighborhoods coming together, cracking down on I'm trying not to cuss, cracking down on bullshit politicians. So I'm surprised ain't nobody cracking down on them.
well,
No,
you know
man.
what?
Well, see,
As
this is
somebody,
What do y'all think about the curfew though?
go
Like,
see
ahead, Red Pill.
the curfew is not gonna do much because it's only 17 and under. The problem with this is if they stop you, just this is gonna give them a reason to stop you just to check your age. Then after they check your age, they're gonna be checking niggas to see if they got pistols and all this type of shit. So it's gonna actually they gonna run it concurrent to what they really trying to do. They want 17 and under off the streets, which is the minors. But then it's gonna be a nigga with a full goatee and a head of gray hair. A nigga like me and MacMaal and VAR out there, they be like, let me see your ID. Why? Because it's a curfew and we got to make sure you're not 18. I mean, you make sure you're 18. It's just gonna give them a reason to fuck with people. It almost sounds like to me the stop and frisk shit in New York.
Well, you know what? As somebody that's more on the front lines of this stuff, because I think they had a team takeover like what, late March, early April, and that was out of hand. Now, the lady said it seems like it's targeted towards the brown and the Black kids, but that's what you see. You know what I'm saying? And she brought up Lollapalooza. Lollapalooza has the security and stuff set up, right? But everything that she named, those are peaceful gatherings. When you bring up a gathering like a teen takeover, and they acting like they ain't got no home training, I'm actually for it. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't talking about just the boys. These girls out here game banging. You know what I'm saying?
Knuckling up.
And knuckling up these days. So it's like, if you're under a certain age and you're not with a legal adult past a certain, over 21, yeah, you got to get from downtown, because the city of Chicago and any other metropolis city, you have your downtown is your bread and butter. It's economics at this point.
Right.
And it's like anything that disturbs that, you got to look after that first. You know what I'm saying? It's not your job to raise these kids. You know what I'm saying? Or really look after them, because that's their parents' jobs. Now, how's that any different? You know how you go to some clubs, they like, you got to be 21 to get in, 25, 35 to get in. How's that any different? So I'm like, that's what I'm saying. I'm for it, because repercussions behind it.
well, I'll say this, right? in Chicago, the kids that's doing most of the BS is from the ages of 13, some even younger, but I'll give them 13 to like 25. And sometimes they'll push to like 29, right? So having a curfew,
Oh my God, that's grown people.
well, yeah, I know. I still know I know a lot of niggas that's 40 still in the field. So
Oh
some
my
some niggas
God.
never some
Lord
niggas
have
never
mercy.
never get up out of it. But at the end of the day, I don't think it's gonna do much of nothing. Because these kids is running the streets and they're not gonna stay in the house because the police say they can't. They still
Facts.
gonna be outside. So all that, like Red Pill said, I agree with him. It's just another tactic to get in your car to see if you got a pistol.
Yep.
It's a bigger cause behind it because at the end of the day, they can't possibly truly wholeheartedly believe that having a curfew is going to change what's going on. Now, it seems
Facts.
to me that they only trying to implement this in the downtown area. So
Right.
they really don't care about where people getting killed at. They just want to keep what the tourists, like you said, Va, the money. They want to keep the money clean. The money is downtown. So y'all can go kill each other, but you can't do that shit down here. You
Right.
feel what I'm saying? All
And,
that
Right.
acting crazy and doing
and
all that.
Maul,
We trying to keep this decent.
You know how many Fortune 500 companies that had they base in downtown Chicago packed up and moved outside of Chicago? Moved. You know how many Fortune 500 companies moved out of Chicago over the last 4 years? It's been 8. You're losing. Boeing, the ones that make the big airplanes and stuff, is one of them. They packed up shop, said, "Nah, we can't even get our workers to work safely because these teams are acting up." So when you lose that amount of revenue, and then you
Yeah.
worrying about the city deficit, that plays a part into it. You know what I'm saying?
It's
Mhm.
time to start regulating because when you
Yeah,
start fucking with the bread, you know what I'm saying? And you got these
Yeah.
kids running around. I mean, it's the same thing here, though. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers be running around doing all this goofy ass shit and then be mad when people want to regulate.
Yeah,
now
and the comment he said instead of giving them something constructive to do, they'll rather make them criminals.
that's
It's
true.
absolutely true because at the end of the day, y'all got $700 million to give the immigrants. Man, y'all can open up some parks, you can open up some trade schools, get these kids something to do. That's the problem. They don't have nothing to do. And once they get exposed to a certain lifestyle where they scamming and they making fast money, it's hard for them to turn back around and make an honest living.
But
Because to be truthful, between the social media and what these females pushing, like, man, you got to be this or you got to be that, and then he looking at a hardworking man that we used to respect back in the day. Like we used
yep.
to respect bus drivers, polices,
Uh,
construction workers, plumbers. Men that work hard was respectable. Men that worked in factories.
but
Now
Mac,
all of a sudden that ain't good enough.
but
So now
Mac,
you looking at this young man like, man, I'm not trying to make no damn $30 no hour when I can stand on the block and I can make $700 a day.
right.
You feel
But
what I'm saying? And
So
they'll
but
rather throw bricks at the penitentiary because it's fast money. They already being led by social media and rappers. You cannot buy Mary jeans and you work for McDonald's. Okay,
okay,
you can't do that.
right,
You
but
just
Mac,
can't do it.
this is the thing. If they gave them that opportunity, what'll happen is a lot of them will catch on and start adjusting to that $30, $40 an hour trade, and then they can't fill the jails up no more.
right.
Well, yeah, that too, but in the same sense, the rappers have to push a certain agenda to be famous. They can't push Nas music. They got to push
No.
bang them up, kill, shoot them, get your op because that's what
Yep.
they want to hear. If Lil Baby and all these rappers come out right now and start rapping positive, they'll be like, man, y'all tweaking, bro. What y'all on?
Yeah. I
Right.
mean, but think about, what do you think entourages do? Do you think entourages really follow they big they the nigga the money making nigga around all the time? Bro, they gotta go to work too.
You know what? Entourage is really is they're paid enablers.
They not even paid. It's just what they
Right.
do is paid
But
for.
Now,
right.
do
Them
But
niggas
they
y'all?
don't be
they benefit from it, right? And the thing
yeah.
is, like, and I sat here, I have a conversation with my daughter because she's within that age range, and she told me, like, she wants to go to school to be a lawyer. So I'm doing everything I can help her out with that. And she's like, I think about sports, but I only want to do it for fun, right? I'm like, okay, I respect that. And I'm like, why you want to be a lawyer? She said, you know what? People getting sued every day. She said it's going to be some bad people out here. It's going to be some people that need defended. And she said that even with athletes, if you want to be a sports agent, the art of negotiating from a lawyer standpoint, I could have a lawyer degree that could lead to being a sports agent to make me proud. She looked at all different avenues of that. And I was surprised she knew that much. You know what I'm saying? But most parents have to get their kids' attention to understand there's more to just being an athlete or a rapper or
it's the legalities,
And
man.
I want to ask y'all this, right? Because like I said, I'm not into politics. I don't vote or none of that. I don't get involved with that. I believe that I make my own destiny, right? But do y'all believe that?
Me too.
Do y'all believe that like actual voting matters? Do y'all really think like if we all, because here's the thing, right? Um, the little bit that I know about politics, I'm guessing they giving off like, okay, you vote. The more of us vote for certain policies or vote the right way, certain things will get changed. If correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't know, but I'm guessing they saying if we vote, if we come in numbers and vote on a certain policy or a certain bill or a certain thing that we want as people, then they will push it and it'll eventually happen at some point.
On a local level, the higher you
So
go, the more corrupt it is.
right, I
But if
get
it's
that,
local,
and
yeah.
I get that, and this is the reason why I don't vote, because I feel like this, right? You know, I'm at the age now where the jig is up. You can't just tell me anything. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Like I didn't watch my grandma, great grandma, mama, everybody going to the poll voting, and none of this shit that they voting for ever happens. And I've been witnessing this for 40 years. So at some point in my logical mind, I'm like, why are we even voting?
oh,
Because at the end of the day, I think that the power is in numbers, but I think we going about it the wrong way. I think that instead of us voting for a Superman to represent us and make things right, I think that we should come together and do it as individual people and come together in a common ground and make shit happen. Because we got enough millionaires, we got enough billionaires, we got enough woke conscious community motherfuckers. Like why, I don't get it. Why it ain't some type of infrastructure to give people a vision of what black people sticking together look like.
No,
You know
it
what I'm
Because
is.
if
saying?
you
It just been infiltrated every time we do it,
Well,
but it is.
no, but thing about it is yes, you're absolutely right. It's been infiltrated, but we still holding on to shit in the '60s when Black Wall Street. Where's the new shit?
but
Like
Mac,
who? Why are we so
if
scared to?
if
Are we that scared as a people to come together and build some shit because we scared it's gonna get blew up? Like what the fuck?
Nah,
what'll
it's
happen
just
is
infiltrated. That's it. Yeah, y'all can do it right. So let's say like Jamal, just say you say for the west side, the Austin area, we're gonna have an Austin area coalition. We gonna stick together, no elections, no voting. We don't care about that. We gonna stick together. Now you got to have a true economic structure like a Chinatown. How to do that and what does that mean? And then you still have to have points of leadership within that. What happens is the points of leadership get infiltrated, and then it'll throw the movement off or get them like you saying with the mayor on some. Now we fight for immigrants. Now we fight for gay people. Now we want girls to be boys, boys to be girls. Like how the fuck did we get on this when we was on something else totally different than this? So that's what be happening just about every time. So the cure for that is to you like have to keep the movement kind of small, and then as it grow bigger, that you just be real funny about the leadership because they be getting bought out or they be getting threatened. Like if the
Yeah.
impact is real far, they get threatened. They really kidnap their family and stuff like that.
Let me
facts.
say this: the humblest 83. Yeah, you can join the stream. Red Pill put the link in the description.
Let me see if I can put it back in there so you can
so
get it.
Wait, I
so
gotta
Yeah,
ask
he put
Red
the
Pill a
link.
question. Red Pill,
yeah,
are you actually
Yeah.
drinking liquor out the bottle?
Yeah, I don't know why I'd seen it. It was in the freezer. I just pulled it out. Sorry. Bless you.
But you know what
But
though, I want to
but
say this though, right? I think ultimately at the end of the day, I think the problem lies within us, because even like I got into my whole woke, uh I got into all that before, down the line, back in the day, you know, when I was going through my spiritual journey, trying to find myself,
Mm-hmm.
right? And when I got into the woke community, these niggas can't get along neither. How
Right.
is all y'all pushing black power, but you niggas is into it?
because
Come on, man,
it,
with the
it's
bullshit, bro.
but
Like, even with Dr. Umar Johnson,
He
Mm-hmm.
like,
crazy.
I'm the type of person that's like this, right? I don't care what you got going on wrong, bro. We all got skeletons. We all ain't nobody perfect, bro. Just do your assignment. Do what you supposed to do. I'm cool with that. Like, I don't look at Dr. Umar Johnson wrong, like people say he a scam or he lying. Man, I don't worry about all that. The
Mm-hmm.
man is trying to do something for us. I can respect that because I
Right.
know everybody got something going on.
Yeah.
Everybody, there's no man, no woman that wakes up in this world that's perfect. Fuck all that. I don't care what you got going on, bro. Like you could
right,
even I'll tell you how it is with me. If I caught Dr. Umar Johnson with a white woman tonight, I still wouldn't care. I
me
still
neither.
would support him.
Nah. And
Cause
But
I'm
he
like,
really he really not though, Jamal. That's what I'm saying, right? And shout out to Dr. Umar because I know him personally. But I'm saying for real, he is not who he say he is. I'm sorry. He could have been open to school. He could have did it. I know people gave him money. He messed it up 15, 20 times. He's still getting money. He honestly is not going to open that school. It been like 20 years almost. He just not. It's
okay,
not.
so here's the thing about politics, and I look at how things are set up now. Most people go with the trendy. You either gonna go Republican or Democrat. You know what I'm saying? No matter who you go for, the blue collar workers always take the hit. They gonna take the worst hit regardless, no matter who you vote for. So that's number one. Number two, what Vita and them said, there are always backdoor deals being done. Like the higher you climb, it's gonna be some deals going down because when you look at on a smaller level, when you look at union leadership, unions used to carry some weight. Union leaders and stuff and being part of the union used to carry some weight back in the 50s and 60s and so on. And everybody that was under that union had a voice, right? Nowadays it don't. It's just okay. It ensures me protection for my job and stuff like that. Like it's diluted, right? So I believe that voting is important, but you got to shift it from the highest spots and start looking at these smaller positions. Like
so I'm asking you, do you think voting really helps us?
I think,
Because like I said,
Only
hold on,
locally.
hold on,
Only
no.
locally.
I think it does because here's the thing: when you look at the top spotlight right now, everybody like they shoot it straight to the president. You know you got, but no matter what president comes in, they say nothing has changed. If you look further, you got people that hold House of Representative seats and Senate seats for 30, 40 years. But that ain't they don't look at that as being okay. That's the reason why nothing changes. Like you got some of the same folks, and these are the people that come up with most of these laws. It's not always the president.
No, the
but you know
president don't
what? I
come up
want to,
with
I want to,
nothing.
I want to, I want to, I want to react right here to this comment. What is it? What is it? Ready, red. See, you
Ready,
gotta
red.
have a democratic heart with a Republican mindset.
That's some
Per-
gold right there.
well, I would say that's absolutely wrong. I would say that because
Wait a
here's the
minute.
thing, right? Now, I would agree to him. I would agree to a certain extent. What I
Mm-hmm.
don't agree with is people that don't need it taking advantage of it. If you
Right.
somebody that's, I believe, so they give benefits. The Democrats push for the SNAP, the government assistance, all that
Yeah.
that's enabling black people, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they give it to the people who can't afford stuff. I
Right.
think that you should give it to the people who are trying. That's what I think.
Agreed.
Yeah,
I
Agreed.
facts.
believe that if you are somebody, you got a job that might not be paying so good, you got a child, but you work hard and you just need a little extra push. I believe that's for you. I don't believe that people that ain't doing nothing, that's comfortable getting food stamps, comfortable getting government assistance, ain't doing nothing, and they relying on that. I don't agree with that. I just don't agree with that because it's making people crippled, and people
Right.
don't want to do nothing with themselves. Because I know, like, I'm not sure if y'all saw this reel, but it was a reel that went viral about a female telling her, I think it was either a husband or a baby daddy that she told him, don't get a job because it's gonna mess up my benefits. That's
Wow.
what she was
Yeah,
telling.
yeah. That's an attitude that a lot of people got. And
Right.
let me put this out there, bro. And this from the heart, my nigga. I never believed in this until July 6, 2025.
Mhm.
I'm born in the and I'm look hold on. I want y'all to see this because I don't want y'all to think I'm just talking. Kansas City, Missouri, the first black co-op in the United States of America is Parade Park Homes in Kansas City, Missouri. I'm from that. My grandma moved in when it was $68 a month. And when I tell you that people didn't show up to meetings to save this motherfucker and vote for certain shit that could have kept it in place, they were supposed to be in them home. We were supposed to be in Parade Park for 20 years and then you owned it outright. All them, I'm talking about people from 1968 to 2025 is finna move out and have to start their whole life over. And they were supposed to own their shit 30 years ago.
Right. Right.
And they
And
got, no, go ahead.
now somebody had put in the comments like saying, sometimes people make it seem like this public aid and stuff and these programs supposed to be generational, man. Nah, get out here and work for yours, man. Get out here and get yours because you'll never know where to take you. You know what I'm saying? Like Maul said, examine it case by case and give it to the people who really need it that are trying. You know what I'm saying?
But that's not gonna never
And
happen.
Miss
That's not,
Phillip,
that's,
Miss Phillips say, I would say, forget the parties, vote for the people who hold our interests and needs. Here's the
yeah.
thing. See, the problem with that is this. This is how they've been getting the vote, by saying what you want to hear. And when they get in office, they're not doing nothing. It's
Right.
like, because you have to understand this, and this is why, a lot of people got problems with Trump, but this is why I respect Trump, because he cannot be bought, because he came in the game with his own money.
Too
You got
much
to
bread.
understand, every politician is in somebody's pocket. Somebody, he's a rag doll for somebody, whoever is sponsoring him. When they throw these rallies and they need these donations for their campaign, whoever gives the biggest donation is the one that gets the word. Here's the problem. This is why Elon Musk and Donald Trump didn't see eye to eye, because Elon Musk is way richer than Donald Trump, but Donald Trump got enough money to hold his own weight. He don't need Elon's money. And so when Elon got next to him, he thinking he gonna bird feed him and pay him to implement some of his thoughts and some of his things where he won't. And Trump like, nigga, no, I fuck with you, but I'm still a president, nigga, and I can't be bought. I had hotels before I met you. I had private planes before I met you. I don't need y'all donations. So what I'm gonna do is run this how I want to run it instead of being y'all puppet. And that's why I respect Trump, for that very reason. All these other politicians that we talk about, they all in somebody's pocket,
Yeah.
and they're being controlled. And now we are, as black people, looking at people like Brandon, our mayor, we looking at him and like, I can't believe that you're doing this for everybody else. Like, this man is looking you in your eye and telling you with a proud face that he's selling you out as
Yeah.
a black person. He's literally, and he's happy about doing it. So it's
Yeah.
obvious somebody is rubbing his pockets. I wouldn't put it past and say it might be the mafia.
But
The Italians
But but
might be rubbing them.
but Maul, let me also say this. Like, although some of Trump's and some of these other politicians' tactics I don't agree with, when he's the research or the reading I have been doing about these tariffs, when you look at the overall picture, he's trying to get these Fortune 500 companies to bring their main manufacturing jobs back over here. You know
Who
what I'm
you talking about,
saying?
Levine?
Trump.
Uh,
You said
like
Trump?
Fortune 500 companies, because everything is produced
I'm
like
talking
in
about when you say
Taiwan and
he.
China.
Who you talking about when you said he?
Trump,
Oh, okay,
Trump.
Yeah.
okay.
Because he's implementing these tariffs. It's made in Mexico, it's made in Taiwan, it's made in China.
Mm-hmm.
You get these Fortune 500 companies to bring it back over here and manufacture over here. And
Yeah. That's one thing you can't knock Trump about. He pro-America than a motherfucker. He gonna keep all the shit here.
Yeah, and I like him because he's standing on business and he running the country the way it need to be ran, bro. Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody don't understand. So like, they want Trump to be a politician. He's a businessman. He's running this country as a business because that's what it is. And here's the thing, right? Like I always stress, because people that's into politics that know more than me, they'll probably get on here and probably try to say I don't know this and I don't know that. You're absolutely right. I don't know shit about politics. But what I can tell you is what I see in front of my face, right? Once again, I'm not a kid. I'm finna be 45 years old. I've been through a pretty decent amount of presidents, right? And politicians and mayors. And what I see with my own two eyes is that every time Republicans are in office, the streets eat, corporate eat, stocks go up, everybody is happy. As soon as Democrats get in office, everybody is starving,
It get
broke,
complicated.
and game banging.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah.
When Bush, mind you, I grew up in the Bush era. When street money niggas was doing 90, 100,000 a day off a block. It was
Yeah.
crazy money back in the 80s and 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy money on the streets.
But we're not here to glorify that. Just
No, we're not glorifying it. But what I'm saying is it was less crime. At the end of the day, this is my point, and I'm gonna drive it home. Even though, yeah, it was a lot of drug selling, it was a lot of this pimping and all that other shit. But guess what? It was less people dying, and that's the whole goal. We don't want people to die. When there's less money, mind you, and let's fast forward it. To give you an update example, when the PPP loans came out, when everybody had them $20,000, wasn't nobody dying.
Yeah.
Who did that come up under? Bush. I mean, I'm sorry, Trump.
Trump. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? He gave everybody a relief and everybody stopped dying. The Louis store was around the corner.
Right. But
nobody is angry when they got money in their pocket.
Right, but you got to understand that money lasted 10 days, and what happens is they taste blood.
10 days.
when they taste blood, now it go bad even worse. It's almost kind of like you got to think it's orchestrated. Like they know you're going to give it right back. Dave Chappelle said it in the skit. How many Dave Chappelle skits didn't go right? Just think about all of them. Not the funny ones, the ones that predicted the future.
Hey, if black people got
if black people got reparations, what happened? That was the PPP. That was the taste that you was finna get. And guess what happened? Where's the businesses that got started from them PPP loans?
No, a lot of them did get started. The SBA reported like a 500% increase in businesses from the PPP. People did start business. I was one of them. I gotta say that.
But Coach Vita, this is the only problem. 500% from 0.6 ain't shit though. That just means 3 businesses started in every city. It wasn't no major shit.
It was entrepreneurs, but at least it was a movement though. At least some people put that money to work for them.
Yeah, some people did, but the ultimate goal was people was not dying. Right. Is what I'm saying. People was walking around like, man, that's my op. You had niggas literally, and I'm pretty sure y'all saw these reels where niggas was having bottle wars in the club. Niggas was buying bottles just to pull them bitches out.
And everybody was on cruise, out of town.
But this
was everywhere.
But watch this. This was the PPP loan for black people was it was our time to act Asian. Them niggas put that they put that 20,000 to with 30 people. They put that 30,000 with 50 people. They put that with the Arabs. They put, man, do you think them motherfuckers own them BPs and them Conocos and them shells and them all that shit by themselves?
Nigga, I'm finna let somebody in from the comments. Hold on, I'm finna let somebody in.
This was our opportunity to have a little currency to come together and actually be, you know what I'm saying, put our money together and make some shit happen for real.
Mute. The humblest is giving us feedback.
I think he's playing it through the radio. Hey, Famo, you gotta play it through your phone.
Your phone, and that's it.
Yeah, if you playing it through the radio, it's gonna echo.
Yeah.
And I see them jokes you said about me in the comments, the humblest. He was making jokes about me.
What's good, bro?
Thanks. What's up with it, family?
Welcome to the panel, man.
Love
I
y'all, man.
appreciate you for supporting the panel, man. You always hopping in, man, and showing love, man. I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. Can I speak or not?
Yeah, go ahead. What you got to say about it?
Well, thank you
No,
for
you
having
cannot
me.
if you making jokes. No, I'm just
Okay,
kidding.
for sure. Hey, I love you too. Hey, but I'm Zoe from Milwaukee, so I'll say this, man. Y'all brought me in because of how real y'all are. So shout out to y'all for keeping it 100. I love Robin, Maul, I love you, all y'all, Red Pill, Var, Vita, everybody on the panel. But thanks for having me. But y'all talking about politics, and I think what we get wrong in our community, the first thing we get wrong is who's talking about politics. I personally get my politics or ingest my politics from the ADOS movement. The ADOS movement, before
Yeah.
all this kicked off, they kind of was ahead of where we are now. It's like people getting to the party late, but 6 years, or maybe 8, 9 years ago, ADOS was telling us we got a problem with our politics because what's going to happen is there's going to be a large transfer of wealth. But anyways, make a long story short, who's talking to us about politics? That's why we doing politics wrong, because the people that are talking about politics, no disrespect to anybody intellectual level or where they at, but these people aren't well versed in that topic. And it's and when I listen to people
I stress
who's
it all the time. I don't know shit about politics.
right, and that's the problem with our community. Everybody got a microphone, so like when everybody can speak, it's like nobody's listening. But I'll say this, man, we need to get back to listening to our intellectuals. We need to give this topic more respect and stop having this discussion amongst with mechanics and barbers and people who make license plates for a living. No disrespect to those people,
Right.
but I think we need to get back to the political scientists and things like that and let them have this
So
discussion
Well,
and
so
teach
who
so
us
do
are the
you
what we need to do.
political?
hold on? So do you got any knowledge in the political field?
Man,
I
let me
want to
say
know
this,
who.
Maul. I've been on the
Who?
fringes, right? I've been listening to people
So
collecting
that's a
data. I'm
no.
from Milwaukee. No.
So, hey, the humblest, I appreciate that, and I absolutely agree with you because most people are afraid to talk about religion and politics because it ruffles feathers, man. And if we're ever going to have a voice to do anything progressive, we have to have uncomfortable conversations. So I'm with you 1,000% on that.
I don't think
Now,
it's an uncomfortable conversation because at the end of the day,
right,
the only dumb question is the question not asked. So
right,
at the end of the day, if you are somebody that don't know and you want to know, at the end of the day, all you can go off of is what you see with your own two eyes.
right.
Okay,
Now,
don't
now,
let your own two eyes fool you,
now, now, now,
regardless of what other people say.
now
Right,
check, now check,
and
now
at
check
the
this.
end of the
Go ahead.
day, as far as the politics go, like I say, I don't vote because I don't get into that shit because I'm in charge of my own destiny. I
Well,
don't go begging for government assistance or nobody to help me, or I don't even ask for black people to stick together. None of this shit. I got my own thing going on. I made my I edged my stone in this earth, and I made what I need to do, and I'm cool with that. But at the end of the day, when I look outside of my realm and I see people hollering about politics and what we should be doing and all this, I try to come up with a logical, conscious mind state of what I'm hearing from other people, which is they saying we need to stick together, we need to vote at a higher level because I heard in so many cases that black people are the least voters, right?
No,
So
we vote big, but we should. But we if we look at it like the Chinese people do it, you supposed to really buy your politician and get shit done with your money. Your vote ain't everything because the higher you go, the more corrupt the vote is. The vote really is locked down on the local level. When you think you picking a president, you not. That president already picked, and then this thing called electoral college and all that shit. Them elections begin stole. No, you just gotta have your money right when you go up
what
higher.
my
When you
what
down
my
low,
thing
them
is,
votes count.
right? My thing is this: I understand that, right? And at the end of the day, my question is voting healthy for us? Is it helping us, or would we be better off just coming together as people and making our own destiny? Is my
I
question
think we
because
should start
where
voting.
I come
I'm with
from,
you.
where
I
I
think
come from
I
is
think
like, okay, yeah, I I see people saying voting, but I know people been voting, and we kind of like still in the same predicament. I mean,
I'm
we
with
not
Right.
gonna
you.
act
Right.
blind and
So
act like we don't see what's going on. We
here's the
see what's
thing.
going on.
Here's the
I'm
thing.
with
Vote.
you. I'm with you, Mark, because I'm not a voter. I'm not a registered voter. I didn't vote for nobody. I'm with you. So I'm actually
I
doing
think
the same thing you said. I believe I'm withholding it and read legislation and policy. And most of us are, especially, I gotta say this, our melanated women are emotional. We don't know no policies. When I ask them, well, what is it about this person, that person that you want them so bad to be the this or that? They don't know no policies. So it'd be like,
facts.
come on, well, what is your fight for? What are you voting about? Oh, because somebody done told them this the way it should go. That don't mean that's in our best
Right.
interest for everybody.
Yeah.
Hey,
That
Vita,
don't mean
To
that.
Vita, I
to
was
piggyback
going.
off, what's
You
his name? The humblest, where
Mm,
he said we don't need to be talking about this, right? Well, I wanted to ask him, like, who do we talk to, and do you even have like interest, or do you have any knowledge on policies or anything like that? Because I don't know. I don't even know what that. That's why I don't vote, because I don't know what the fuck I'm voting for.
I'll direct you guys. It's a lady named Yvette Carnell and Antonio Moore. They were talking about this before everybody else. Now you might have heard of them, but they started the movement called ADOS, a political movement to kind of get
yeah.
us politically educated. Because the first step to action is just education. So they were trying to get us to read books on the civil rights movement, on history, and things like that. Now let me say, me personally, Amal, I'm from the ghetto of Milwaukee. I'm limited into like comprehension level. Am I like, when you talking about politics, man, this is what Yvette and Antonio tells us about politics. You have to treat it like brain surgery. Like you can't approach it like it's just something you can play around with. And that's
right.
what we've been doing. We've been entering politics like it's not our life on the line, it's not our economic future, all these things. And one thing we got to do is really educate ourselves around this subject. So I would direct people to those people. Yvette Carnell spent some time in politics on the Hill in Washington, D.C. I think she was under Marion Barry or something like that. And Antonio Moore is a lawyer out of L.A. who
Yeah.
talks about the financial wealth gap. Now, these people, if you are serious, is who I would go to and listen to. They're on YouTube, and their
Yeah.
platforms are relatively small because we got so many people entering this political discussion that don't know what they talking about. I, me, myself included. I would say, man,
I
I love
definitely don't
talking
know
about this
shit.
stuff. I
Yeah.
love talking about this stuff, but I am not equipped to teach it.
Right.
I do
Hey,
not
I
know.
don't really think
Yeah,
none
Yeah.
of us is, but at the end of the day, like I say, like, from my standpoint, what I see that there are people who run the world, right?
yeah,
And then there are little sectors in the world where everybody is in control of their own destiny. I'm one of those persons.
Me too.
When it comes to me, because I do own shit, I own properties and shit. So this is where the political side start hitting me, because I'm an entrepreneur and I want to know how much money can I get away with without having to pay a certain amount of taxes. When my property taxes and shit go up, that's the type of shit that I want to know about. Even when I open up businesses, I want to know, what's the taxes looking like that? What do I have to pay the government to be able to sustain my business? So that's the only thing that kind of really started drawing me to politics in that era. Because, like, to be honest, most of America don't own anything. So
Facts.
their interest
So
in politics is zero. Why
so
would you have to know about politics if you don't have an
If you don't,
edge in stone in the world?
well, I
Like,
think
but
if
Maul,
you okay, like this, if you are a worker, a 9 to 5 worker, and you file a W-2, politics ain't got nothing to do with you, because they controlling how you move anyway. They make you work 40 hours a week. You're 9 to 5. You are scheduled 9 times out of 10. You don't have your own schedule to live your own life, because you got to work hard as hell for them. And the little time you do have, most of the people want to go to church. The most of the people, not most, but some people want to work out. Some people might like to read, but you don't have enough time in your life to do extra shit if you're a 9 to 5 worker. So politics really don't even matter to you, because you're blind by the shit. You just get up. Most people get up, work. They got the same
w-
schedule every day. But when you step outside that realm and you say you buy a house,
mhm.
you want to know why your goddamn taxes are $14,000 a year.
So,
That's a lot of money.
so
but
Maul, this is what I was about to say. Two things, because it goes back to what the homeless said. Like with politics, you have to see what your interests are, what benefits you. Like most people are going to gravitate their vote and everything, which benefits them the most. So I'm going to take the judicial part of it. 72, at least 72% of these politicians have some kind of law or judge degree, right? So when it come to making up these laws and tweaking these laws, man, it's like,
72%. I don't know about that.
yeah, look it up, look it up. I said
Yeah,
70,
let
at
me
least
look that up
72.
because they be goofies.
At
Hey
least, at
My
least,
y'all,
man.
how y'all doing? I'm
how you
real
doing?
light. I'm very light voiced, so but I'm
All right.
tired of typing. I be typing my ass off. But
Oh, okay. Now I was.
I agree with the humblest. Like you have to be not only educated on politics, you have to be educated on everything. You know, I am an educated woman as far as collegiate, but you also have to be educated in your home. Like when I was a kid, my parents made me read things. Speaking of Malcolm-Jamal Warner, I saw an interview where he said his dad in the summer, he used to come here to Chicago. And his dad used to make him read books about Langston Hughes, etc., and write book reports on it. And he said he hated it, of course, as a kid, but as he got older, he realized his dad was preparing him. Like a lot of people are not preparing their children for real life. I'm a social worker, so I work DCFS, I worked in psychiatric hospitals, etc. And people don't want to, black people especially, I'm speaking about my people, we don't want to hear the truth. When you think about your relatives, when you tell them certain stuff, they get defensive because hit dogs holler. You know what I'm saying? Until we want to acknowledge what's really going on in our homes and all those things, we have to be truthful, transparency, and we also have to understand everybody's perspective. You know, that's why I introduced myself the way that I did, so you can understand, oh, that's why she's talking like this. That's why she's saying that. You have to understand the person that you're talking to, the community that you're talking to.
Mm-hmm.
I get that, but you know,
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day, none of us are even qualified to give a statement, but we can give an opinion.
Right.
You know,
Right.
because we really don't know too much about, like, for me, like I say it all the time, you know, I just go what's in front of me. I don't get involved with the Trump arguments and what, you know, people, because people really, they real life get into it about these type of things.
Yeah,
Like
but they
people
be
real
Oh,
life,
me and
emotional
my
and
yeah,
mama
they
get
ignorant.
be they
into it
real
all the
life get
yeah.
time.
into it, and I don't see
Well,
what's the big deal about it, because I'm not asking nobody for nothing. I'm a
exactly.
self-made man, so
I'm
I don't go through all these problems and all these things that everybody else think we should be serious about, because that's not a part of my life. It
facts.
might be to a certain extent. I might not be aware of how it might affect me in the future. I can agree with that. But as of right now, all I know is my life is set. I wouldn't say set, but I'm established in the world. I'm
And
established, and none of these things that everybody else is going through affects me.
but
But
Mac,
it
this is
affects
what's
everybody
crazy.
because it
This is
affects
you.
it affects your
Look,
children when they go outside. You know what I'm saying? It affects everything.
yeah.
It does affect us.
That that's one thing about the politics shit that's real. It's tricky because something that don't affect you might affect your grandma. It might affect your auntie. It might
Right.
affect your cousin.
I
And
get
that's
what you're saying. I
yeah,
get that.
yeah.
And I'm gonna let
And,
you finish.
It
Go
does
ahead.
affect us.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
let you finish.
right.
Go ahead.
Right, and with the politics thing, what we got to try to understand is it's so. I mean, I ain't big the big shit they put on CNN and all that. 9 times out of 10, that's not gonna fuck with you because even like Max said, that shit don't. That if you who you are, if you low class, that's where you're gonna be after he get whoever the president is. If you middle class, that's where you're gonna be when the president is. If you upper class, you might the upper class and the lower class are the only people that really get affected. And most people are just average middle class people from $30,000 to $70,000. That's just what it is. These are the people that are gonna be affected by all these things. Now, if you want to smoke your weed and you want to ride around locally, you know what I'm saying? You want to find out who's pro that. If you want to make sure that, you know what I'm saying, these curfews hit. See, the curfew thing is going to be on based on votes. It's not going, they just not going to implement that shit. They're
Right.
going to have to
Well, yeah,
go,
but
you know what I'm saying?
they already got
The
enough votes, if
aldermen
I ain't
have
mistaken, to
already.
make
The
it pass.
mayor
But the
vetoed it
mayor is saying he's not with it.
because he's an
He's gonna
idiot.
veto it.
What you mean? Like he's just going to do it regardless?
Yeah, regardless.
He's
He
the
said he's
mayor. He's
not with
like
it.
the president of the city. So just like Donald Trump can veto the House and the judicial branch, he can veto the aldermen and city councils. He can veto them.
Okay,
Hey,
but see, the
Brandon,
even the
Brandon
oh,
Johnson. Right now, I'm just gonna cut this straight. He gonna be a one-term mayor because he did his job. He got the teachers and the teachers union ain't money, and he don't care about nothing else after that. So
well, hey,
It sounds like he care about immigrants.
if you gonna veto and Debo shit and not consider people votes when that shit fall apart, you better be ready for that. Because
but as
at
a
least if
one-term
you
mayor, you
allow
ain't got to
people,
worry about that.
yeah,
As a
hey,
one-term mayor, you ain't got to worry about that.
oh well, yeah, well that's on him. But at the end of the
Yeah,
day, when the thing about the votes is it don't always go based on the person. It don't
yeah,
fall on you. You allow people to pick their own fate. So
yeah.
if you got 51-49, and even if you was siding with the 49, you'd be
Mm-hmm.
like, hey, y'all pick this shit.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So that's the big thing. It's a crutch and it's a gift. You know what I'm saying? Like politics is so tricky. Everything is
Mm-hmm.
just it's not set in
Politics is
stone.
tricky because we don't educate ourselves. It wouldn't
Right.
be tricky if we educated ourselves.
No, it
Like for
is, and I'm gonna
instance,
tell you why. It is tricky. I'm gonna tell you why, because I used to work for the Chicago Board of Election Commission. It is tricky because not only do you have to understand the actual procedural process to what even a voting contract is, how to vote, and then the actual process of casting a ballot, which is all that is under a federal offense if you do anything wrong, down to even campaigning and how you can campaign. Then on top of that, if you don't know the legislation and what you actually fight for and go for, like Red Pill say, from smoking weed on your block. Like if your mayor saying, okay, we gonna decriminalize weed, nobody's could go to jail for weed. That is gonna affect your community different because you're gonna have less people in jail, which means now you need to be understanding who is making money from who do and don't go to Cook County jail,
Yep.
who is and
that's
not doing
education. You have to
right.
educate
But it's
yourself
the
on
only
what's
tricky
going
part
Okay,
on.
is the
okay.
money. That's what come in because you people getting
Let's
paid.
change the flavor. I'm gonna play my last reel, and we
Okay.
gonna react. We gonna get off the politics. We've been on this shit for about 45 minutes.
That's what that
Okay,
shit
go
do.
Yeah, I already know. So
ahead.
I'm gonna play my next clip, man.
Here's
Let's
what's
do it.
unfortunate though. Men could have everything that they've desired. We say we want the woman who, takes care of the house, takes care of you, rubs your back, goes out and supports all the stuff that you got going on. They actually going to work, bringing in money. Maybe they're managing the house. So we want that. But then we see something visually that's different than the thing that we got. Now, this is 90% of what we want, 80% of what we want. But then we'll go find that 20% and we'll throw away the whole marriage, whole everything for that thing that we saw. And that thing you got, that it's never, ever, ever typically what you really want. It's something that's like the grass is greener type thing, which is unfortunate. So we say we want this what's best for us, what we really, really want.
I'm gonna let y'all cook.
I'm going, hey, look, let me tell you something. That nigga, he said it. He just picked the wrong gender when he said it. He ain't say nothing wrong. He just said males do that. Nah, that's what women do.
So we gonna stay on. He said males. So we gonna stay
look.
on that. He talking about the males.
Well, I'm
Let's
gonna
cook
tell you,
on
but
that.
hold on. But
We
Hey, that's why I
I'm
picked
gonna
this
just say
reel.
why
I
he.
knew it was
I'm gonna
gonna
be
be
But
up.
hold
fair
on.
and say
Let
that
me
it's
just
both.
let me say why he wrong though. They did a study. It was like 300. It was on a camp. I forgot. Abba said it. It was Abba and Preach, and he said they interviewed 300 women, 300 men. They said if you got 80% to the men, if you got 80% of what you want from your woman, they all voted 98%. Yes, I'll take it. That's beautiful. That's a lovely thing. 80% of what you wanted from your man, they said nope, I'm not settling.
okay. So they told the truth and y'all lied. That's what he talking about.
Cap.
Men lie. It is what it is. You know y'all lie and cheat. Y'all want us to accept that y'all gonna lie and y'all are gonna cheat.
Mm-mm.
So stop.
That's a lie. Everybody did. Man,
Don't
niggas
you
don't
dare
get
say
80.
that because that guy said on this show,
Vita,
except that men gonna cheat, and that's
Vita,
just what it is.
Vita.
Especially the more successful he is.
If you get
So,
80% of
so
what you want in a woman, you can't go nowhere. You can't.
Y'all is lying. That's what he's
And
talking about. That's what this man is talking about.
You know
Y'all
what
get
he
that
talking
and
about,
and
still
Vito?
cheat.
300 people is not a big enough sample. Like, where did you 300 people? If you go to one place and get 300 people, that's not a good sample.
Random honest people.
You
No,
can't
they
say
may
they
not be
honest.
census.
random.
If it
If
was
you
niggas,
go
the
to the
niggas was
west
lying.
side, if you go to the west side and get 300 people from the west side, then that's people's perspective over there.
But
You have to get it from 300 people is not a lot.
okay. Well, this is
But you know what he was talking about though? What he was referring to is a man to have a good woman at home and still cheat. That's ultimately what he was talking about.
Basic.
That under 20% ain't nothing but cheating. Is nothing more,
that's
nothing less.
it.
Right? What
And thank
the
you.
thing about it is women allow that to be they end all be all.
Yep.
And you can't do that, you know?
But Jamal, talk about what he just said. He said
He
that
didn't
y'all
say
really don't
cheating.
want that. Y'all
No,
really
so
won't.
here's the
You
thing.
making it about
All
cheating,
men,
and he
all
didn't say nothing
men,
about cheating.
I'll say this. All men like a good girl and all men would love to find a wife. Okay. Let's not play like we don't know this. Okay. Every man would love to have a wife, right? What happens is, I can't stress this enough about the biology of a man. You got to blame God for making us the way we are. Now, are there some men that don't cheat? Absolutely. But the thing about it is y'all don't know how to praise the man that don't cheat properly, because a man that
That's
don't
false.
cheat is waking up every day of his life fighting against his nature, and y'all don't even reward him for doing it. So
What's the
this is
reward?
why,
How should
and
we
this is why
reward?
this. Hold on,
If
let me
we a
finish.
good woman,
Let
is
me
that not a
finish.
Whenever you
reward?
Let me
lie,
finish. This is why men cheat, because they ain't being
Oh my
rewarded for
God.
being rare.
Hold
They're
on, hold
not
on.
being
Back
rewarded
off.
properly for
What
being
is
rare.
being rewarded if
You
you're a good
don't
woman and being
understand.
a good woman?
Baby, let me tell you something. Hell will freeze over before you find a faithful man. So when you find one, you treat him
That
like
is not
Jesus.
true.
And
that is
what
not
y'all
true.
do
That is
is
not true.
y'all treat the exceptional man like the regular man. And this is why he
Stop.
wind
Because
up cheating too.
the guy just
Because
said,
you do not understand how to keep a man who is faithful to you. You're not ready for that. Most of you women
I
need a
bet you I'm
sister wife.
ready.
Most of you women need a sister wife to keep a faithful man.
Oh, I
Most of
definitely
y'all.
don't need a sister wife.
98% of you women, 98 to 99% of you women need sister wives.
So let me say something.
You ain't as amazing as you think you is.
First of all, I will say that he didn't specify cheating, and that's to me an issue with a lot of us in general. Like everything is about cheating. That's not the only issue
That's what he
in
was talking about.
relationships.
If you was a
He
man,
didn't
you will
say that.
understand where he was coming from. You're
No,
a woman, so
he
you
didn't
have no
understand.
clue. You're
But he
lost
didn't
right
say
now.
cheating. He said
That
it's other things other than cheating. There's
no.
communication issues.
What
Yes,
he
there is.
said,
There are
what he
upbringing
said was
issues.
a man will have 80% and he'll jag his whole relationship for the 20%.
But he
I'm
didn't say
telling
it's
you
correct.
as a
necessarily.
man,
He didn't
the
say it's
other
necessarily for
20% that
sex.
he's referring to is
It's
sex.
cheating.
No, that's not necessarily true
So
because
you
it
gonna
may
tell
be
a
some.
man about a man.
I'm not telling you a man about you.
That's
This
what
is
you're
all
doing.
about our opinions. So your opinion doesn't reign
No, I
supreme.
know my own kind.
So,
And the
but
only thing will make a man step out on a good girl is sex.
no,
If
it's
you a
not.
good girl, what the hell else can he
No,
go
it's
get?
not.
If you doing
A
everything
man may
else,
leave
why would
his
he leave?
girl because she don't cook. A
No,
man
hell
may
no.
leave his girl because she don't
Ain't no
listen.
man leaving
But
no
he
good
said
ass
she
girl
doing
because
all of
that's the
that.
shit y'all do. We don't
No,
do
he
that.
How is she
said she
80%
doing
if she
all of
don't
that
cook?
though.
Oh, I didn't hear
She
that part. But
80%.
still in all, I feel like there is more to things other than cheating. I
That's how
feel
you
like that's
feel,
But
what
but
boo,
that
makes.
don't
listen,
make it
what?
right.
Let me see her
Listen,
name.
listen. Let me
Tashina,
finish, Tatiana. Let
Tashiana.
me let me finish. Here, you can't understand if you don't hear my whole thought. So what I'm saying is that is not the only thing that's plaguing relationships. I think that cheating is the result of people not knowing how to communicate, people not praising men. I do. I'm one of the women that actually agree that a lot of women out here hold a lot of the responsibility for things not working out, because I'm a woman. Like you said, you a man. I talk to a lot of women. And a lot of women, oh, I want him to do this. And I'll ask people, my family members, I'll be like, well, do you know how to cook? Do you cook? Well, yeah, I mean, I cook, but shoot, he got money. He could take me
A
out.
man is not gonna
No, you
cheat on
have
a
to
good
cook.
woman because she can't cook.
That's not what
Okay?
I'm saying.
What
I'm
I'm
just
telling
giving
you
an
is this. This is
example.
what I'm telling you as a man. a lot of times it's probably nothing wrong with the woman. Do you understand what I just told you? That by nature, a man is by nature polygamous. By nature, okay? So that's like you fighting your period. When your period ready to come, how hard is it for you to stop your period? That's how hard it is for a man to not be sexually attractive to another woman. So when he does that, when he builds up the discipline to do that, you don't even know how to reward him properly. You treat him like a regular nigga. And
Now
this is
me,
why y'all get
now
cheated
me,
on. You have
I
to
don't
treat a
You
man
disagree.
that don't
Mac
cheat
Mall.
special. That's what
You,
you
but
don't understand.
Okay,
you're
define
strong
that,
in your
Mac Mall.
opinion.
Define
You
that.
strong in
When
your
I tell you,
Define that
opinion.
though.
I'm finna define it. You know how when King Jaffe Joffer touched down in the United States?
Oh wow.
That's
Who?
how you got to treat a man that don't cheat.
I don't know
Flowers,
what
If
that
you
is.
I
I
don't
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 know
treat him
that.
like
disagree
that,
with
you
roses.
getting
you.
cheated
I
on.
don't disagree with you on that. But what I'm saying is, A, you real strong in your opinion. You feel like there is no other way except for what you're saying. And that's
What?
not true. So that's part of
That's
the reason. Like, I'm just giving an example. If you was, even though I believe a man is the head of the household, I'm one of those women. I'm very traditional. And people don't think that, but I am. But if you're speaking about something and you're communicating, sometimes people feel like people's communication is off. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes people just make
the
excuses for
communication
bad
is off
behavior.
because instead of y'all listening to men telling y'all how men are, you want to tell us how you think as a woman. You can't tell no man about no man. And this is why y'all can't keep one.
But
Because you
listen, that's
expecting
not,
a
that don't
woman
mean
out
we
of a
shouldn't
But
be
man
y'all
and
can't
you will
keep
never
women
get that.
neither.
right.
You will
That's what I'm
never get a
saying. That's
woman
my
out of a
point.
man.
Y'all
Listen
can't
to what
keep
you just
no good
said.
woman neither.
You
Look,
just said that because we don't listen, but you don't listen either. You're not trying to
no,
hear
no,
my
no, no. If you
perspective
was
at
telling me about a
all.
woman, I
You're
wouldn't
not
have
even
nothing to say.
you're not even thinking and processing what I'm saying. So
What
that's
I'm
how I
telling
know
you,
you
what
really
I'm
not
telling you is
listening.
this,
You
baby.
are listening to the act. You're not
If you was
listening.
telling me about a woman, I wouldn't have not one motherfucking word to say. But you sitting here trying
Well,
to
why
tell me
can't
about a
you? Don't
man,
you deal
and
with
you're
women?
wrong. You're
Don't you deal with
wrong.
women?
And you said what?
I said you deal with women, so you could have something to say on a woman.
No, I can't tell you how a woman's natural state is because I'm not a woman. So when you start
But you
telling me
can
about a
guess
woman,
based off
it
of
ain't
what
nothing I
you
can tell you. I
yeah,
can't tell you that, oh, you wrong about women. I'm not a woman. I don't know how
first of
y'all
all,
are.
I never
All I
said
know is
that
what I
you was
see. But
wrong.
when a
But
woman tries to sit there and tell a man about a man, this is where the delusion come in at.
so what
Because
is
I'm
my
trying to
perspective?
tell you how we are,
So tell
and
me
yet
what
you
my
trying to tell
perspective
me
is.
what you think we are.
No, I'm not. Tell me what my perspective is. I bet you don't know it. Tell me what I'm trying to convey. And I'll
Go
tell
ahead.
you if you're
Go
right or
ahead,
wrong.
Va. Go ahead.
Number one, he has a point, but it goes for both genders because there are some men that don't appreciate everything a woman does if she lacks 20%, and vice versa. So what we're ultimately dealing with right now is people that have overinflated egos about self. Okay, nothing
Yes.
wrong with that. Now, when you talk about reciprocation, most people don't do the internal work to say, okay, what's the 20% I can live without? You know what I'm saying? Or I can deal with. Everybody. Now, men are more likely to say, if I get 80% of the qualities out of a woman, I'm good. Let's be honest now, and not try to guard protect the female shield here. A woman is like all 100% or nothing, and that's where the math don't be mathing it sometimes because we're dealing with people with a lot of overinflated egos about self, man. Like one thing with me is allow me to finish my thoughts, and I'll give you the floor to finish your thoughts. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? But here's the thing. Even in conversations like this, when a man makes a point and a woman doesn't like it, she'll cut him off real quick. And sometimes we do the same thing if we see that you're going down the wrong path. Like what Maul was saying is like, I can't pronounce your name, Tashina.
You can say Tasha.
All right, Tasha. What he's saying is you're a woman trying to say how men are to another man. You know what I'm saying? That's like me trying to tell you how women are, and I'm a man. You know what I'm saying? It's
That's
I'm gonna
incorrect.
I'm
That's
gonna
incorrect.
understand some things, but I'm not gonna know the intricacies about it all the way.
That's incorrect though, and that's what I've been trying
Go
to
ahead,
say.
bro. Let me hear what he got to say. Go ahead, bro.
You know, y'all talking, I'm thinking about this, right? To the ladies, right? What's a man's best friend? Like, what's a man's best friend?
You
What do
mean
you
like a
mean?
dog?
Who's a man's best friend according to like a dog, right?
Lesbian.
I heard like this is what women don't get, right?
A lesbian.
Like, feed it. But when you walk in that house, this is what women like. Why did my man cheat? Why did he leave on the 80%? Because that 20% is what that dog does that you don't do. You might cook. You might door greet your dog and your dog greets you. It's just something about his appreciation for you walking in that door that women lose. And they sitting here thinking that that is, you know, like they're not missing that component. But that is what I would tell y'all. Y'all need to start doing because y'all got everything else down pat. You might be smart, you might look good, but when that man walks in the door and he doesn't like, you know, when you walk in and that, what happens when that dog sees you? When that dog sees you, that, oh my God, you home, you and oh my God, you. When your woman sees you, what does she do? You know, is she greeting you and things like that? And that right there could be the start of the end.
Let me say this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do everybody, this is something that we can all agree on, right? Do y'all agree that God don't make no mistakes?
I
Agreed.
agree.
Y'all
Agreed.
agree,
I
right?
definitely
Okay.
Agree.
agree.
Okay. I'm glad y'all agree with that because I'm gonna make a real simple point and this should kill all the speculation. Men get millions of sperm cells. Women can only get pregnant every 9 months, right? So, do you think it was by mistake that God gave us millions of sperm cells for one woman? Do you really think that? Now you just
No,
said so. He gave you a couple 100,000 for one woman, but the rest of the million just flush them out whenever you get ready to. Is that
yeah,
this is
because
what
they die. They die
this is
on
what you're saying?
discharge. They weak. Yes,
We are
because that's
made to be fruitful and multiply. So what I'm
correct.
saying is this, because I don't want y'all to take it as I'm condoning cheating. What I'm telling you is this, by nature, by the way we are biologically constructed, we are by nature attracted to women in a sexual manner, by nature.
And we are too.
So what I'm
Right.
telling you is this, when you have a man who's able to be disciplined, who's able to fight against that nature is which he's built to be happy, to make you happy, you must treat him different. And 99% of y'all don't understand that.
I
And
have a
this is
Okay.
why you
I
have
have
a
a
So
I
when
have
problem.
I
I
have a
ask
I
what
have
is
I have a
different,
I have a
but
question for
wait,
everybody on the
Levi,
panel,
hold
right?
on, hold on one
Go ahead.
second, Levi, because MacMaal keeps saying treat him different. So the guy on the video already said she was doing all of that. If he saw
It ain't
something
enough.
different, wait, hold on. I'm saying this. If he saw something different, it was his decision to go do that. So when I'm trying to understand, let's just assume that everything you talking, that you saying, Jamal, that more special she should be doing, say she's doing it. But he's still, just like you said, his nature, he saw something else and still was sexually attracted to something else. Like we don't be attracted to something else and still don't go all the way. You could be attracted all day, but it's the fact of you understand your actions have repercussions. So he just said
Right.
he'll throw
Okay.
all that away just to
I hear
go
what
over
you're
there and
saying.
do that other
Right.
But
thing.
guess what, Vita?
I, I,
It's
I,
not in
Wait,
your
LeVon, hold
nature.
on. Let me hit
It is
MacMaal with this
not in
special
your
shit.
nature to sleep around. That's not in a
Don't
woman's
talk about
nature.
my natures. Keep it on
I'm
your
speaking
nature.
strictly off how we are constructively made
Yeah.
by
But
God
you gotta stay with the
naturally.
Hey,
What
video.
hey,
before all the propagandas and all this other shit that's implemented that's making men soft and women hard. Before all that,
right.
godly made Adam and Eve. The first you are made this way. Okay,
Facts.
now
Facts.
when you turn around and you implement the way that women are being so whorish these times,
Oh
all
my
you
God.
are doing is magnifying our nature by 1,000%. So when you do have a man that's able to block out all of that temptation and strictly be focused on you till you die, You need to praise that man. You whatever it is, you
Okay,
need to bark like
I
a
got that.
motherfucking dog if you
You keep
want to keep him
repeating
to
that.
yourself.
But see,
Okay.
MacMaal, you keep repeating it, and I'm saying, let's say she's doing that, and he still makes a move on the other woman he finds attractive,
There's
He
no
and
there's no
she
he's
way he
finds
saying
would do
out.
he's
that.
saying deal with
There's
it.
no way he would do that.
Hey,
And
If
I
you
have a,
fulfilling
I
listen,
have
Oh
a,
my
that's
if you
God! Now
fulfilling
you know it's
hold on.
But
1,000 cases
Mac,
of that.
that's what I
Mac,
was trying to
Now
say.
you
Like
know
that's
damn
what I
well,
was trying to
MacMaal,
See,
that's
say.
a
the
lie.
problem is
but
y'all
Mac,
think y'all doing everything. What does he say?
hey,
hey
I have,
Mac,
I
The
have,
Mac,
I
guy
have a,
just said
I have,
when
I
y'all
have a
get
good question.
everything, y'all still
hold,
step out.
Hey,
hold on, Mac, Mac.
I have a question for the entire panel, right?
Okay, hold on, real quick, just
Go
before you
ahead,
say that,
go
because
ahead,
I'm gonna
go
slide.
ahead.
Because I understand I got people here from out of town. But Phoebe and Phil ain't talked yet. Just
Go
a
ahead.
heads up, Mac. But I love you, bro. Thank you for having me. I just got an emergency. Somebody just came here from out of town. So I'll tap in. Let me know if you need me tomorrow. One love, y'all.
All
You
right,
know
Right
what I'm
on,
all
saying?
right,
Var, bro.
Phil.
I appreciate you,
Peace.
Tapped
bro.
in. Always, man. Love
I
y'all.
bet.
Peace.
Go ahead,
All
Var.
right. I have a question for everybody on the panel I would like to answer because the man in the video was talking about the 80-20. So according to that 80-20 ratio, what would be your ratio if it was peace and happiness individually? Like, would you want 80% peace, 20% happiness, or 80% happiness, 20% peace? I would like to know everybody's opinion on this real quick.
80% peace.
Okay.
Peace brings happiness.
I do my own
Not
happiness.
necessarily, and I'm gonna get to that point later.
I think on my own I'm pretty peaceful. So I would pick the happiness because that's the side like I think is a cherry on top. On my own, I'm very peaceful. I'm not, yeah.
But what determines peaceful? Your mindset, your thought, your content, your happiness.
So what women don't understand is this:
It's all
Can you hear me?
men already
yeah.
got
Everybody
peace.
didn't answer.
Oh,
Can y'all hear
let me
me?
say this: men
I hear
already
you.
got peace before we meet your ass.
That's a damn
So
lie.
you a
That's a
damn
damn
lie.
lie.
There
That's a
you go.
lie.
There you go.
Because the number
She
one
is
thing
right.
y'all be saying is, I want you to be my peace. I ain't never said
Yeah,
that to a
you know
man in
what
my
that
life. I
means? Do you
come
know what
back.
that means? I'm gonna give you a
So
breakdown of what that
so
means.
yeah, because
When a
Okay,
man
Jamal,
tells
we getting
you,
off the
when a
off
man
point.
tells you he
Maul,
wants you to be his peace, he wants you to be there but not there.
Okay,
I
That's
was
what
good
that
going,
mean.
I was
for
going to bring,
him. Good for
It's
I
her
him.
was going, I
opinion.
was going to bring up this point because in the context of a marriage, most men would choose 80% peace. So if he does step out, he's looking for that happiness somewhere else because a man gives so much of himself and is unacknowledged or it appears to be unappreciated at times. He
Thank
goes
you.
out and he looks for that little 20% of happiness. Now, on the flip side, when a woman, and it's statistically said that women initiate divorces, when women get divorced, what is one of the excuses or reasons that they say they get the divorce? They want to be happy. So it's the same thing across the board. So it's like, why is
Women get
it
cheated on. They get cheated on because the one he cheating with caters to them. That's why y'all
right?
get cheated on. When you stop catering to your man, you gonna get cheated on. It's just that
Oh
simple.
my God.
All that tough
Jamal,
ass
won't you just
attitude and
admit
talking
you said
back,
that's y'all
and
nature?
I'm trying to tell you because at the end of the day, it's like this. I already want to fuck somebody else. You just making
Thank
it
you.
easy. You just
Thank
making it
you.
easy. Yeah, I'm
Period.
telling. This
I
is
don't gotta say
right.
nothing
But here's
else.
the thing. Here's the thing. If my situation at home is A1, she's making me happy. She's peaceful. She's loving me the way I want to be loved. She's catering to me. I don't got no reason to go out. So when a
But he's
man
saying that
cheats,
that
it's
still
your fault.
happens.
It's your
No,
fault.
it's not my fault.
And what I
It
was
is
saying
your
is
fault
there's
because this is
other
what y'all
things
like to do.
other
So
than
you
sex
cannot
What
put on
y'all like
another
to
adult
do,
your
what y'all like
actions.
to do is fool yourselves and make it seem like y'all did everything you could. No, you didn't.
But
Because if
he,
you
the
did,
guy,
he
the
wouldn't have
guy
I
cheated.
said
couldn't
it,
even
Mac
You
finish
Mom.
are
my
not as good
perspective.
as you think
I
you are.
never
The
I
Okay?
guy
never
said
finished
it
I'll
my
put
though.
that
thought.
out there like that. Y'all
We
are
didn't
not
even
as
say it,
good
Mac
as you
Mom.
think
I
The
you
guy
never
are.
said
even
it.
finished my
Y'all are
thought.
not as peaceful as y'all think y'all are.
Mac
Y'all are
Mom,
not
but we
good
didn't say
lovers
it.
like y'all think y'all
The
are.
guy
I
on
Y'all
the
never
are
clip
even
said it.
headaches.
you
I
didn't
can
even hear
tell
the
by how
fact that I
y'all
said
talking
I
on the panel
agree.
that y'all some fucking
You
headaches.
didn't even hear me say that
Shut
I
the
agreed
fuck
with
up,
you. I
Jamal.
You
said
think a
that
nigga
I
want to come on to
agreed.
this shit?
Bullshit.
Don't nobody want to come on to this
agreed with a
shit.
lot of shit that you said. You just don't listen. I said I agree with this. And you was talking over me, so you did not hear what I was saying, and that's my point. I'm just a like. You know how you do improv acting? They'll give you a tool and you could change it to something else. I'm playing devil's advocate with what you talking about on the panel, what you actually just did. That's what happens to a lot of women sometimes. A lot of women, even though you submissive and I believe in that and all of that, sometimes a man don't listen to a woman. So there is communication issues, and communication issues
Okay.
lead to sex. I'm saying
Okay.
sex
Check
is
this
just
out.
the
Check
first
this
thing
out.
people go to.
Let me
Girl,
make
none
this
of that
point.
matter. He
Let
said
me
he's
make this
gonna cheat
point.
anyway.
Let me make this point, and I'm gonna let you have the flow. Name me one man that turned out prosperous listening to a woman.
All of the men that's
Bill
prosperous, because
Clinton,
it's the law. It's the law
Barack
to even be the
Obama.
president. You
Hey,
gotta be
y'all
married.
been deceiving us since Adam and Eve. If Adam would
Shut
have listened
up.
to her motherfucking ass, we would be straight right now.
So
Y'all
hold
been
on, hold
But
on.
deceiving
I
us since
believe
the
that there's
first
a balance.
motherfucker.
So
I
hold
don't
on.
disagree with what you're saying
Jamal, you
all
better
the
be
We ain't
way.
quiet.
listening to
I don't
y'all.
disagree with what you're saying all the way, but what I'm saying, there is a balance. Like
What?
my grandparents was married. My grandmother steered the ship on some things, but she also was submissive. So she never overstepped my grandfather, but my grandfather appreciated her opinion. The same with my mother and father that was married for 40 something years. You still have, it's a balance, and that's what
Right.
a lot of
So
men
you got it
don't
mixed up.
understand.
We
Tasha,
appreciate your
Some men
opinion. We
do.
just
Some
don't
men, we
listen.
talking about some.
So Tasha, you mentioned your grandmother and your grandparents and your parents. Do you carry those same traits?
Hell no.
Absolutely. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like,
No,
see
no,
me,
no. That's a simple yes or no. Because it's
but it's not a simple yes or no, because what that is
it
to you
really see
and what it is, no, it's
hold
not.
on.
What it,
Are you
listen,
single?
listen, listen. Let
Are
me
you
speak.
single?
I let y'all speak all the way,
Okay,
your whole
you're
thought.
right.
Let me
You're right.
speak.
Go ahead.
First of all, yes, I do. And let me tell you the
Okay.
parts, because you wouldn't know what that means. What that means to you may be totally different to me.
Are you
Yes, I
single?
do. Yes,
Are
I'm
you
single, but I'm
single?
single by
Are
choice.
you single?
Here we
Who
go
else
with
Listen,
the
on here
bad choice
single?
shit.
no, no, let me tell you
Y'all
why. Let me
kill
Oh
tell you
me
shit.
why.
and
Let
somebody
me tell you
single.
why. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you
Are
why.
you single?
Right, but forget that. Let me tell you
Are
why.
you single,
I'm
Jamal?
single by choice because it's some people I could have gotten relationships with that
Dang.
love me and all that, but it's certain things about them that I did not want to be in a relationship with. So
Like
that's why
what?
I didn't accept it.
That's
No,
the
Like,
same
listen,
story
listen,
that all
Can I
y'all
add?
niggas
Why
Can
got.
I
you
we
add?
single?
talking 80-20
Like
right
Why the
now,
like
men
so it's
on here
fair.
single?
Y'all single because of y'all motherfucking mouths.
No,
I'm
hold
A
on,
telling you why
lie.
no,
y'all
that's
single.
not
A
true.
lie.
I
Y'all
want to peel.
motherfucking
I
That's
want to.
not
mouths.
I
true
want to peel
because
back
a
A
this
lot of
onion a
lie.
people
little
are
bit.
in relationships and they fucked up
so
relationships. So a lot of people
Thank
are
you.
in
First of all,
relationships
let
just
me
to
say
say they in
this.
relationships.
Let me say this, right? I hate to bust y'all bubble, but y'all got me up late and I feel like talking some shit.
Of late, it's your whole show.
There's
It's your
no
show.
way
It's never for that.
there's no way that a woman
Oh
is
God.
single by choice. That is a
There
man's.
is a
That's a
reason.
man. Hold
There is.
on, hold on. That's a
How you
man's
gonna tell
out,
a woman?
right? And I'm gonna tell you why. Only men are
Oh,
single by
okay.
choice. Okay, not
No, that is
women.
not true.
Hold on, hold on,
This
hold on.
nigga.
Now
You
y'all
got
talk
a
about y'all
point.
ain't let y'all talk.
You
Y'all ain't
got
let me
y'all.
That's
talk.
true. Touche.
Let me
Go
give y'all
ahead.
this work. I'm finna give you this work, and ain't nothing you can do about it. Only a man can be single by choice. You know why? Because men
No.
have authority over relationships and marriage. The only
No,
thing
they
you have
don't.
authority over is sex. Okay?
A
We
lie.
are not, hold on,
My
listen to
pussy?
me.
Oh,
You finna get this work. You are not in a relationship until I say so. You
A
cannot be
lie.
married. Hold on. You cannot be married until I say so.
A
So
lie, because
guess
I can
what?
say no.
Hold
right.
on. You finna get this work.
And say
You
yes to
finna
another
get this
person.
work. Hold on. The reason why y'all ain't single by choice is because the niggas y'all want been playing with y'all. The
A
reason
lie.
why I'm single by choice is because the women that want me, I've been playing with them. I can
A
choose any one of
this
them and say,
nigga.
let
Now I agree with
hold
that.
on, you finna get this work. You finna get this work.
Oh
I could
my
get on the
God.
phone. I could get on the phone right now and call however many women that say, you know what, I want to be your man. I want you to be my woman, and I'll be in a relationship in the morning, just like that.
Me too.
No, you can't. Nope.
I swear
Uh,
to
No,
God,
you
me
can't.
too.
No,
I
you
swear to
can't.
God on my baby,
No,
my
you
mama,
can't.
on God, I will
No,
not
you
wake up in
can't.
the morning. Yes, I
No,
Hey, but
can.
it'll
I
be to the man
honestly
you don't
can.
like though.
I
absolutely
No,
honestly
it
not.
can.
To the
won't.
man you don't
No,
No,
I
like.
it won't.
actually
Hey,
can.
fellas,
they
can I put
finna
some?
get this work.
Hey,
I
fellas,
actually
can I
can
put some
though.
extra mild sauce and lemon pepper on this chicken real quick?
Oh my God.
Maul,
Jamal,
Maul,
Mac I'm
Maul,
finna come back for you. Let me
Maul,
let everybody
Maul,
talk. I ain't gonna hog it. Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
I disagree with the relationship part, but we have ultimate marriage, right? And ladies, this is where I say overinflated egos, right? Because let's just talk about
How do
facts.
you disagree with the
No, no, no,
relationship
no,
part?
no, no, no. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. If men got control over marriage, you guys have to kind of get on board and be with the man and be submissive for marriage to get more godly. Because when we take a vow with God, marriage is a vow with God, right? So to get more
What
holy,
y'all
you
don't
gotta
have.
go through us. You gotta go
What
through
y'all
us.
don't
And
have, girl.
if a man love y'all and y'all reject it, y'all rejecting y'all blessings.
No, we not.
Okay.
Not necessary. Why? See, y'all talking about one
You
person.
got
There
the
are other
conflated ego.
people out here. So this
No.
Y'all
one
finna get
person.
this work.
Hold
And
on.
you finna get this work.
When you get in a relationship or you fuck somebody, are you making an agreement with God? Yes or no?
No, you. To me, that's
My
marriage.
point exactly.
Once you give up
When
the
we get
bonds, your
married, we got to
bargaining
make that
power
Listen,
is
commitment to
listen,
gone.
God.
listen,
So it's
listen.
like y'all
Single
got to
and a
come through us to get
relationship is
closer to
not
God.
marriage, but a
No,
relationship
we
is
don't.
also not
All right.
marriage. When you
A
say you in a
relationship ain't
relationship,
marriage, but
you're not necessarily married.
at the end of the day,
So
you're not in a relationship until the man agrees to be your man. So
that's
we have
fine.
control over
That
that.
is fine. That's
You
fine.
can't
But
just
that
tell
doesn't
no
mean.
man, "Oh, you my man. I'm
Listen
making
to
you my
what.
man." It don't work like that.
Listen to what you are saying though. That's
I'm
how that is traditionally how it works. But right now, your example, what you said, I could literally call a person tomorrow and be in a relationship. I
absolutely not.
choose, yes,
But
I
you
can.
don't want
Stop,
It's
to.
a
Jamal.
person that's been see,
MacMaal,
and that's the
stop.
thing. It's
Stop.
a person that's been begging me to be in a relationship.
Thank
So
you.
if
A
Niggas
I'm
got
going
rings
relationship,
ready and
not a
all
It's
that.
what
marriage.
you
No,
that
don't
hey,
just
like.
goes to your
hold
example. So
on, hold
you're
Hey,
on.
it's
wrong.
not on your
Stop.
level.
That
You are wrong about
that's
that's
the
Women,
all I'm
same.
not
saying.
That's
on
the
your
Your
level.
same
You don't
excuse
like
perspective
all
is
y'all got.
wrong.
But guess what? Guess what I'm finna tell you. This one I'm
That's the
finna bust your
perspective
bubble.
that you got.
Check this out. All the options that you have, you don't want them.
That's not true.
right.
I mean,
They
listen,
are
let
not
me
the
tell
That's
men
you
you
why
something else
want.
that
too.
They
they
are
don't
not
check
the
off
men
them
you
Let
want.
me
boxes.
tell you
Why
Either they
something.
don't
you
want
still
him
single,
or
I got
he
I
MacMaul?
don't
got
want
I
them.
got
Then
Either
plenty
one
why
of
of
the
them in
you
the
two.
single,
corner that'll do
MacMaul?
85, 90%.
Let me tell you
MacMaul,
the
why you
reason.
single? Why
Let me
are
let
you
someone
single?
else speak, but I
I'm
got something
single
to
because
say.
I want to be. I don't have a
Okay, then,
reason
but
why.
that can't be the case for
That's not
nobody else.
y'all reason though. Y'all reason is
Oh my
y'all
God.
ain't
So
found what
so
y'all
let me
looking
This
ask you
for.
man is
something.
a
So it's
walking
somebody out
I
there
hypocrite.
that
got
you
plenty
want.
of what I'm looking for.
So
I just ain't picked it.
It's
it's
more
somebody out there that you
advantageous for
want.
men to be single.
So there's someone out there that you want, and you just not pulling the trigger. That don't make sense. See what
That
I'm
makes
Not
saying? It's not even
absolute
necessarily.
making sense
sense.
what you said.
I'm
So
gonna tell
you
you
in the
why it makes
same boat.
sense.
It's
I'm gonna
obviously
no.
someone that
I'm gonna tell you why
Oh
it
my
want
makes
the
sense.
people
God.
that you could have too, because you will
I'm
be
gonna
in a
I'm
relationship.
gonna
And
tell
you
you why.
always talking about
Right,
how you want to be in a relationship. So
right.
if you want
Okay,
to be in
check
a
this out.
relationship so bad, that means
Girl,
you
that's
just
cap.
said
Okay,
He
you
be
check
just
this
capping,
out.
said
Let
Pastor.
me
you
He
say
just
be
this.
said you
capping.
Let me
controlling
say
things.
this.
So
Let me say
obviously
this.
it's somebody the people you dealing with you don't want.
Okay,
Oh,
well
don't
check
want
this out.
him?
For
Hello,
let me put it to you like this, right?
Y'all
please.
lying. Y'all know they want him. Stop it.
Shut up, the humbling. They don't want him because ain't
They
nobody
want
with
him.
him.
Why? Why wouldn't they want a man like
What
You
that?
gonna
do
win.
you think? Do you think they don't want to
But
be
it's
with
the
him,
same
or he
about
just don't? He
women.
don't.
Hey,
Why
That's
can't it
listen.
be
why
he
I
don't want to
said
settle down?
communication.
Listen, for you to get
Communication.
in a relationship, you gonna win. For me to get in a relationship, I'm gonna lose.
But that's
I don't
like that
That's
with
understand
why
what
I'm
that
relationships,
single.
means.
period.
That's
Listen,
why
but
I'm single.
MacMaul, that's the case with relationships, period. Because men drive women into earlier graves and make them look
You a
older
damn
faster.
lie.
In
We died
marriage,
before
hold
y'all.
on,
That's a
and
lie.
That's
women make
false.
That's
men
a
live
lie.
longer.
Yeah, that's
Married men
false.
live
That's false,
longer than
man.
single men.
You
And
a
No,
that's a
that
damn
is
fact. And
not
that's
true.
a
Who are
That
fact.
is not
Men
That's
true.
not
That
true.
is true.
what?
Married men
y'all
live
going to
longer.
early graves because
How many?
Absolutely
y'all
How many
not.
married
married?
for
Hold
marriage.
on, hold on. I
What?
got a question for the
You
panel
can
now.
look that up
Hold
on
on.
Google.
Based on what Vita said, I got a question for the panel. How many
How
married
about
couples y'all know?
just being unhealthy.
How many older married couples do y'all know?
A whole bunch.
Girl, I know
Who
100.
normally
You
pass
Because
don't
there's
away
a
know no
whole bunch
whole
of them in this
bunch.
first-hand
family.
You
experience?
don't know no
They
whole
die
bunch.
first.
You
Come on.
probably
Yes,
know
I
about
do.
4-5 married
No, hold on.
motherfuckers. You don't know
No,
no
That's
I
why
whole
the
bunch.
don't.
God they in my family.
Out of that elderly married couple, who ended up passing first, the woman or the man?
The
The
man.
Okay,
man.
let me.
It's to
Okay,
always be the
So how
man.
can you
Yep.
say
It's
a
way
man
more
live
widows in the
longer
world than
than a
single fathers.
woman
Compared
when they
to
But
married?
most of the
men.
women was having
Compared to how long
10,
men
11
live.
babies.
Women
Though.
outlive
no.
men,
The
I'm
only
period.
just
men
asking
You
you a
that
have to
live
question.
compare
long,
men to
Out
men.
of the
no.
three,
The
out of the
only
three
men
I
that live
thought of, it
long
was
is the
two
ones
men
that's
and one
single.
woman.
Single
No, they
old men
don't.
live
Single
long.
men die
I'm
fast.
That's
just
true.
saying, out of the
Single
three
men
I
live
thought about,
long.
the two men
Based
died
on
first
what?
and the woman died. So the men, it's more men died first. But I'm answering your question honestly. But I don't feel like that really, because it has to do with people's diets and stuff like that too. You can't just say
In healthcare,
it's
I'm in healthcare.
crazy.
Them single niggas be down alone, be fucked
Yeah,
up.
they be
You a
depressed.
Nobody
lie.
come to see
Yes,
them.
they be
They
depressed.
could
Hold
be a
on, hold
30-year
on.
old gunshot victim,
See,
and they
I
don't even
hate
get
no, I
visitors.
hate when
Men
y'all
can't
say,
handle
I
loneliness as
hate when
well as
y'all
women
say
can.
men die alone because we die first and y'all die alone too.
But y'all be in there miserable. I'm in healthcare.
Yes,
Because
I'm
we
in
with
most
the
y'all
people
ass.
can.
That's
facilities.
why we
No,
miserable.
I'm in the facilities, and it's nobody
Me as
be there with
well.
y'all. It be so sad.
And
Hey,
All
listen.
right,
men
so hold
can't
on, Vita,
handle
Vita,
Hey,
Vita,
loneliness.
Vita,
hey,
Vita, Vita, hold on, hold
I'm
on,
gonna
Men
say
Vita,
can't
this.
handle
Vita,
my
loneliness.
ex-wife
That's
told
why
me the
y'all
women be
see.
like that too now, Vita.
Vita. I've been
Hey,
wanting to get that.
What?
Hey,
let me say
Maul,
this real fast. Let me
go
say
ahead,
this real
because
fast.
I got to get this one off my chest.
Regardless of her statistics or whatever she say seeing in the healthcare, I'm gonna tell her what I see in real life. In real
Where?
life, in real life, what I see, older men that ain't married, they still in shape. They look good. They wear jewelry. They got Cadillacs. They fucking young hoes. They living good. The niggas that I see that's old and married, they fat, they out of shape, they bald headed, they miserable, and they got an old ass car that they
Hey,
didn't
Nah,
have
Maul,
for
but the
10
Maul.
ones
years,
you
That's the
12
talking
few
about
years.
be
you see.
married.
They didn't lost their
They
damn
be
self.
He
married.
preaching.
The ones
Facts.
They
you
didn't lost
talking
their
about.
Hey,
damn
hold
self.
on. Hey, let me put my professional hat on here for a second, right? Part of my job is we have to do what they call a civilian assist, right? And sometimes you have to go to these people's houses because they're elderly and they can't get in the bed, they can't get out the bed, they got, they slip and fall, can't get off the floor, etc. Right? We get more women calls than anything. And for all the women that say they like to go out here and eat, it's a bunch of fat women that be like this, man. So we have to go pick up a bunch of fat women that be like this. So even when y'all get older, y'all can't really take care of yourselves. And then still had an attitude like y'all can take care of yourselves when you really can't. Most men, yeah, like Vita said, we'll check ourselves into a home because we know our limitations. But women be stubborn to a point where they don't want to accept reality sometimes or the choices that you make. And that's what we talking about.
Y'all
Okay,
are real
let me just
I
get a
couldn't agree with you
statistic really
more.
quick.
As the person that
127,545 American adults found that married men are healthier than men who were never married or whose marriages ended in divorce or widowed.
And
Yes.
guess what? I read that same
That is
Google.
not
That's a study
true.
from 2021.
that's not
Hold
true.
on. I'm gonna tell you how it's not true. And just off common sense, there's way more people that ain't married than it is people that's married.
And
So
they're
there's no way that
miserable.
those numbers could even
No,
compare.
I hold on. I
Not
just said
even a
That's
little
why
bit.
I read
everybody
that
Not
trying
even
to
a
same
have
study.
little bit.
relationships on
I read that
There are
same
time.
not.
study, and it
Hey,
was from
listen, and check
2021.
this out. And check this out. Another statistic: 56% of marriages end in divorce. Okay, so
Because
you
people
can't
marry
say
the
that
wrong
most men
people.
are happy in marriages when over half of them don't last.
But
We
listen,
didn't
that's
say happy,
because
we
of how
said
they get
healthy.
into them.
We didn't
That's
say
because
happy,
of
we
the
said
reasons.
healthy.
No, that's because of the reasons that they get into them. That's what I was trying to say earlier.
Oh God.
There are people in my life that are in relationships and they are miserable. They don't even kick it with the person. I'll be like, how is you in a relationship and you never do nothing with this person? You just in a glorified fuckship. That's
That's
what
why
I
we
tell
die
them.
first.
Well,
But
whatever.
You
But
know why? You know
MacMaal,
why? You know why
Hey,
women
we
don't
cheat
die
with
first?
women
I'm
like
gonna
you.
just keep it 100.
They
And
cheat
this
with
is
women
what I
like
can
you.
commend women on. I can
oh,
commend women on
brother,
this.
it's
This
gonna
is
be
get
why
off the
y'all live
divorced.
wall.
longer than
Getting
us.
divorced.
Hold on. This is why y'all live
It's
longer
about to
than
be
us
off the
because
wall.
y'all not stupid enough to stay in a situation miserable.
Well,
Y'all will
Damn
leave.
right.
See, a man to stay there
yeah.
miserable as hell
That
and
is
die.
not true. Cause he be cheating.
That's
Miserable
why
Nah,
as
I say
hell
we
and
get
nah,
die.
nah,
divorced.
because once we say I do, we lose half our shit. Let's be honest.
But that's a negative perspective.
hey,
That's what
hey,
I'm trying
hey,
to say. That is a negative
hey.
perspective. People
So
that have
once
those
again, when he say
perspectives,
So once again, when he said a marriage we lose, but y'all win,
No,
how can you
That's
defend that
not
part?
true. That's in a messed
no.
up marriage. That's a marriage that's dysfunctional. That's not a good one. In
No,
a
Hey,
that
can I
good
say
Most of them
one,
something?
you
is.
get what you
I
need.
just
oh,
said most marriages are fucked up. So
Hey,
so
what
can
are
I
you
hold
say
on.
something,
talking
Paul?
about?
So hold on. What do you say about the fact that the woman that go out here and cheat and then get the divorce and get half of that man's shit? Well, how you feel about that?
Oh, I feel a lot of these ladies are trash. Like the Cassie situation, I feel she is trash.
All
I
right,
feel
so
like
so
them bitches are trash.
and if you've been watching the show, every time us men highlight that part, people are like, I don't know what kind of women you talking about. See,
But
that's
We
what
listen,
guys are
no,
so
listen.
no,
understand. You
LeVar.
want us
You
to
be
acknowledge
asking us for
all
my
business folk, but y'all
viewpoint.
don't want to acknowledge none of
Right.
the fucked up females out here.
No, we don't. We don't do that. That's not true. Don't do that to me and Phoebe.
Nah,
We will acknowledge
I
it.
said it.
No, we acknowledge it. We just say to you, our personal experience is not that, but we can see what y'all saying. But y'all have a whole bunch of really fucked up viewpoints that y'all experience that we be like,
No,
yes.
but guess
wow,
what?
And
it's fucked up for
And that's
won't
what
them.
we
even
said. We saying
process
it's
Wow.
not you,
y'all
but
won't
we,
even process what we're saying. Y'all just rah, 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 before you don't even let it sink in. So that's how
we
I know you're not
process it
even
fine.
listening.
We process
Hey,
it fine. We
listen,
just look at the bigger
No,
picture.
not all of y'all. Not all of y'all are not.
if two or more women agree, is already wrong.
MacMaal,
See,
I'm
that's
so
a
tired of
he
you.
being funny, but that's a messed up
I'm so
perspective.
tired of
Hey,
MacMaal.
y'all, most of y'all be delusional as hell and don't even know it. Y'all defend
No, you know
delusion.
what? On some real shit, like
And
I
y'all be
dated.
hypocrites.
Y'all want a nigga
What's
to
her name?
y'all want a nigga to spill his guts, but then when he do, y'all be like, oh, he soft as hell. He too needy.
Not
No,
Make a
me.
choice.
what
Not
Coach
me.
Vita said earlier, like that she said you asking us our perspective. And when he said specifically, like he could call somebody and be in a relationship tomorrow, the same is true for us.
No, it's
Temptation.
not.
Yes, it
Quit
is.
saying
I'm
that,
gonna tell you
MacMaal.
why.
That
I'm gonna
is
tell you
not
why.
MacMaal,
Because
look,
you is
I
not
can't
in
even
our
finish.
life.
I can't even
hold
finish
on.
what I'm saying.
Okay, well, check this out. Do you think it's more good women out here or good men?
What do that
What's
have
the
to do with
ratio?
the fact that I
No,
could call somebody tomorrow
I'm
and be
gonna
in a
prove a point.
relationship?
Thank you,
That don't
Tasha.
have
It's
nothing to
relevant.
do
You
with the
see how
price
they
of
keep
butter
switching the
going up, as my
conversation?
mama used to
It's a
say.
relevant question.
It's
Thank you,
not a
Tasha.
relevant question because I'm not even done with what I'm saying. Maybe you'll get what you're saying out of what I'm saying if you will listen. See, that's communication. That's what a lot of people don't have effective communication. Black people going back to the clinical field, like she said, she worked in healthcare. I worked in psychiatric hospitals and everything. People don't effectively communicate. Why?
Right.
Because in
So
our culture, because Black people, we have so many things, and this is where I'm going to agree with you on. People don't know their roles. A lot of Black women don't know their roles. They overstep a man. They want to curse him out in public and then think he's supposed to be gentle with them. You done just came at this man's manhood. You know what I'm
what
saying?
do you mean in public? You don't supposed to do it nowhere.
You're not
Mom,
supposed to do it
It don't gotta
anywhere.
be that
But
extreme.
I'm saying I have seen women curse men out in public places, and that's mortifying to me. I be like, you are sabotaging your relationship
That's
when you doing that.
extreme.
That's
Now,
Because
humiliation.
she owns something and she telling the truth. It happens.
you know what I'm
But
saying?
look,
So like
Jamal,
that's what
MacMaul,
we
and
know. We can only
LeVar,
Hey,
talk
that's
about what
regular.
okay.
we
Some
know.
regular shit to them.
We can
Because
only talk
that's what
about
this shit
what we
y'all be
know.
What
saying.
I'm saying is this. This was my whole point. My point was this: when you talk about you can have a man tomorrow, right? There's no way that you can have the man that you want lingering and ain't made him yours. So
But
it's
see,
obvious.
but you putting extra sauce. I
Right.
didn't say the man that I wanted, and
Says
neither
the
did
person
you.
that won't let
You
me talk,
said
saying I won't let her
no
talk. You
because you
see?
never let me finish my
Effective
point, and that's
communication,
my point
lady.
I'm trying to
That's
make.
why you ain't got no man.
MacMaul,
No, I'm
stop.
telling you
So
what
what
Stop,
is
it
the
because
is.
you keep doing
qualifications to
that.
date you?
She
I'm
just
just
You
made a
did
whole
curious.
this
rant
stuff
about me not
because
letting her talk, but
no,
she keep
because you
cutting me
never.
But
off.
I still
MacMaul, you
wasn't
done
done.
said that
I
5 times
wasn't
and you
done.
Right,
won't let
but
nobody else talk on
Right. I
that.
still wasn't
I
done with what I'm saying when you just jumped in. I just was quiet and let to
right,
hear what you had to say. And you
right.
said a man that I want. I never said a man I want, and neither did
Okay.
you. You said you could call somebody tomorrow. You never said if it was a person you wanted. And I said I could do the same thing.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Can
Can
I
you hear
speak?
me?
Can you speak?
Yeah,
Can
go
I
Yes,
speak
ahead.
sir,
now?
I can,
Go
King.
Okay.
ahead.
Okay. The reason why I said that is because the reason why you can't have one is because he ain't the one that you want. You just got a bunch of niggas wanting to fuck you.
No, that is not
You do not
true.
So
have any men
MacMaul,
that want to
nobody
be
want.
That's
Can
You
you
not
not
finish
with
true.
you.
talking? Now
Your
the
list.
same ones keep saying
But
stop
but
cutting
hold
you
on,
off.
MacMaal, because
Okay,
now
you
you
right.
trying
I
to
hear that.
You can't
quantify
make this
when
shit
it
up.
was on
Can
you.
I finish
You
my
You
call
right.
point?
You right.
anybody.
Go
Can I
ahead.
Why
finish my
aren't you
point?
with the woman you want then, MacMaal? Why are you letting her sit in your phone and you not with? If you could call and be in a relationship, why aren't you
That's what I
when you
said
want to be in a
earlier.
relationship? Why?
That's what I said
I
earlier.
answered that. So look, here's
No,
the
you
thing, right?
didn't.
Here's the thing, right? So yeah, I really see that everything that y'all project is exactly what y'all are, right? Because y'all don't
Na-
listen and
oh
then
my
y'all
God.
cut me off. I clearly said earlier that the reason why I don't have anybody is because I have everything to lose and she got everything to gain. Did I not just say that? I said that because I heard
I did
myself
not
say
hear
it
you say
when I
that,
say
but
it
Yeah, I
okay.
because you
heard it.
talk too much and you don't listen.
No,
That's
I
why
do
you ain't got no
listen. I
man.
didn't hear you
That's
say
why you
that.
ain't got no man because you
You
don't
really don't
listen.
know if I don't
So,
have a man. So
so
that's the thing.
what my point was the reason why because I ain't gonna lie, I have some great women in my corner that I definitely will fit the bill. But what I'm saying is this: I'm at peace and I'm happy where I'm at. I don't want to disrupt that. Okay. I have everything to lose and she has everything to gain. And what do I mean by that? I mean by that is simply this. If I take a woman on, I'm a provider, I'm a protector. So right then and there, she get to save her motherfucking paycheck because I'm gonna pay the bills. So she winning right then and there, and I'm losing because I gotta pay for two people instead of just one. So right then and there, she winning, I'm losing. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then on top of that, I like to have my peace. I like to be by myself. Okay. I'm gonna lose my peace because now I gotta incorporate and be considerate and do all this shit because I have somebody else in my house. So I'm losing there. But what is she doing? She's gaining. She's gaining a companion. She's gaining somebody to listen. She's gaining somebody to provide, and she's gaining somebody to protect. I'm not gaining shit. This is why
Okay.
I'm single. Does that answer y'all question?
Now you gotta
Okay.
let me break this down.
Okay.
You gotta let me
Now, are
break
you
it
Ask
gonna
me that
down.
allow
same
us to
You
question.
answer?
got to
Hold
let
on.
me break
Are
it
you
down.
gonna allow us to answer
You
as
got
to
to,
why?
yeah,
Because you're saying it as if
yeah.
women can't be single with their own solidified reasons. They got money, they got a house, that like peace, that's gonna have to entertain those same things that you saying. Because when you get a nigga, now here go his nagging ass. He want this and he want that and he want this and he want you to come off your job and he want you to move out your house and he want you to. I mean, well, damn, do you got to upgrade your car to that and then all this? So we got to do the same thing. This is why when you're saying no, you can't. Yes, because it's the same thing when you taking account of what you're gonna have to give up. We take that account too, especially if you have been in a committed relationship over some years. You know what you gotta go and sacrifice. So I don't
Okay.
like the fact that you saying no, we can't. Yes,
Ask
we
me
Okay.
that
can.
same
The
question.
But
reason the
listen,
reason
hold
what
on, hold on.
let me give you some context. The reason why I say a woman can't is for the simple reason of this. Women are emotional and the things that drive y'all don't drive us, okay? We don't need affection. We don't need a companion. We don't need none of that shit. Y'all need that. You
Let-
That's
need
a lie.
you
Hey, let
That's
me
women
not
let
need to
true.
feel
hold
protected. Y'all needed to feel y'all always is in little girl daddy mode. Y'all always need that.
That's
Men
not
don't need
true.
that.
on.
This
Hey,
Listen,
is why.
That's not
This is
true,
why.
hey, hey,
McMahon.
Hold on.
That's
This
not
is
true.
why.
That's true,
This
V.
is why a
You
dog
got
no.
is
hot.
referred to as man's best friend. Okay,
Listen,
Most of
we
listen.
y'all
can
don't
be
have
happy
hobbies.
with a dog. Y'all be miserable with dogs.
That
hey,
is not
No, we
true.
don't.
Most
No,
Yes,
we
Listen,
y'all
If
most
what
don't.
do.
of
he's
y'all
hey,
saying
don't.
No,
ain't
we
true,
don't.
then that's
ball.
another
listen,
reason why y'all single.
listen.
Hey,
No,
can I
no.
say something? Most of them,
And I
most
don't
of
know why
them.
y'all think if somebody's
Hold
single,
on.
they less of a person. You a
Hold on.
damn like
Hey,
Hey,
you
Nobody
be more
said
of
you
a
was
person
less of a
single.
person. When
let
did we say that? Nobody
let
Cause
said that.
y'all keep saying that's why you can't get a man. That's why you single. Like that's some shit to like we
No, we
less of
pointing
a
out the
person because of that.
attributes that we know run men away. That's what we're
listen.
doing.
Listen. This
What
is
the
why
fuck
y'all
ever.
don't.
You niggas that
This
whatever.
is why
Niggas
you
with money
think
don't
this
even do
way.
all that.
This is
Hey,
why
can I
you
say
think this
something?
way because you don't hear the perspective of. Like, listen to everything you said. You said you lose. You said automatically they could say they paycheck. But how about let's say if you work with your hands or labor or something and you break something? Guess what? My earning potential is 70,000 to above. So I could take care of what you couldn't take care of when you lack it.
Okay,
So
check
let's
this
be,
out.
hold on, let me
Let me.
finish. No, let me finish. You said peace and making money. Okay, what if you can make more money with the things that I'm doing for you? If I'm washing your clothes, if I'm cleaning your house, if I'm doing things, buying gifts for your kids on behalf of you, if I'm doing different things, that allows you to what? Make more money. That's what a real
So,
partnership is about. Peace. You got to
but
have
what if
somebody
he
else in your
already
house.
got somebody to do that?
Hold on. Let me finish. Peace. You said I'm going down the list of the stuff you said. Peace. You said you got to have somebody else in your house. Yeah, that's somebody that don't have nothing going on, and that's the females y'all normally go for, the ones that's got these BBLs or that consider themselves bad bitches, but they have no other qualities. I have a life, so I won't be in your house every day. I'm gonna be out doing what I do with my family, all this, whatever. So I won't be in your face, and I work a lot, so I
Okay.
won't be in your face.
All right.
Okay. So
Kind
let
of
me
what
let
niggas
me let me
want.
say this, and I'm
You
gonna
see
give
what
y'all the
I'm saying?
mic. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna give y'all the mic. First, you said if I break a leg, can't work, you can support me. First of all, I got Affleck. Okay, so I don't
That's
need you.
great. I'm
Okay,
talking about
hold
if.
on, let me finish. I'll sit there and let you talk. I didn't interrupt you at all. Okay. First of all, I got Affleck. Okay, so now if I can't work, I still got a check coming in to pay me, right? You say a woman that clean and all that, I got a cleaning lady. Don't need it. So now what else? You say, oh, you
So
need
what
the
if
piece.
Affleck? It take a month for you to do the paperwork, and in the meantime, in between
Baby,
time, you got
what
to
I'm
keep paying
telling,
some every
People
what I'm
month.
got
telling you
money.
is this.
Stuff happens. What I'm
Hold
saying
on.
is stuff
What I'm
happens.
telling you is this, baby. I am already established before I met you. Okay, I
That's
And
don't
we are
need
great.
too.
That's great.
all these things that you think that you're bringing to me. I don't need it.
I didn't say I'm bringing it to you,
Okay,
but I'm going off what you see. You so closed-minded and so into what you're saying that
you
you
are
can't.
slow.
No,
That's the
no,
problem.
no.
Don't do that,
Your
I'm
ass
going
is
MacMaal.
off of
slow.
what came
MacMaal,
out
don't do
your
that.
mouth. I'm
Your
going
MacMaal,
off
ass
of
don't
is
do
what
slow.
that.
came
Don't do
out
Turn
that.
that
your
camera off.
mouth. I'm
Don't
going
do
off of
that.
what came out your mouth.
Let her
I
see that
listened to
bonnet.
every word. No, I listened to every word you said, and I just broke down the counterparts of that. Why can't you just be like, that makes sense?
I don't
Sometimes
have to
stuff,
give you the answer that
but
you
listen,
want, baby.
you don't have to give me the answer that I want, but you have to be rational. You can't just
I
say
don't
something.
have to
You
be
can't say
anything but
something
my
is
truth.
against.
I'm giving
You
you my
can't say
truth.
something is against something
I
just
don't
because it
have
go
to give
against
you the
your
answers the
perspective.
way you want
You
them.
go against stuff because it's not your perspective. It don't even be making sense. Because I'm going off of what you're saying. So
He
if you're
hypercritical, boo. This what I'm telling you. You deal with this with men, and you know it. We know it. They are highly hypercritical. They
yes,
run in double standards, and they act like it's just a paradise
you
to
can't even
take
give
this
us
on.
a okay, that's a good
No,
point.
But we live
Everything
in
is
a
no,
double
no,
standard
no, no,
universe. The
no,
world double
y'all live
standard.
in that. Y'all live in
no.
that.
So
Because that's the thing. Some
hold on.
people don't know,
Let me jump in here real quick, because ladies, y'all real crappy on who y'all target to ask a certain question to apply the pressure on for y'all narrative.
We going
Y'all
about
ask
the
me
video.
no,
What?
hold on,
They
hear me
won't even
out.
let you talk. The same motherfuckers
Right,
say they
hold
that
on.
got effective communication. You
This is
see
why I
this shit?
said that.
All you gotta do is let a woman talk. They gonna
No,
expose their goddamn self. That's all
fellas,
you gotta do. Let
y'all
them
gonna
talk.
like y'all gonna like how if y'all would have if y'all would have posed that question to me and said, if it's a woman in your phone, why ain't you marry her yet? I'm like, I don't trust a woman that's biologically always emotional in her feelings. I do not trust a woman to love and respect me to my dirty draws when things get rough, even when she hate me. Now go. Because women, when y'all can't stand somebody, y'all lose respect. Y'all don't love them no more. Y'all quick to be out the door. And I
Not
just sat here.
all women.
Hold on. I just sat here feeling my source that I don't trust a woman when she to love and respect me, even when she hate my guts. Now go, because this is a universal woman thing now. And
Now, are you a
I'm gonna see
single
how well
man?
a
But
woman
Mac
takes
Mall
Are
asked
accountability.
you
that
a single
question.
man?
Mac Mall asked
Yeah.
that question. We didn't ask
That's
that
probably
question.
why.
But
Because
hold on.
you
But I
haven't
also said
tried.
y'all.
You haven't have maybe the reason why is because you haven't tried those. Maybe that's exactly what you need. I'm not saying no crazy person that's like doing, I'm
No.
not
I
saying
told my
that.
son. I said, if you ask me that question, I said, I don't trust that she'll love or respect me when she hate my guts. I measure relationships and the strength and the longevity of it when times are rough, not when times are good.
How
I
long
Man,
you?
agree with
What's
ask
your
you.
this.
longest
Hold on, hold
relationship?
on.
I agree with you on that.
Let's just cut to the chase. If y'all
How
ain't
long is it
like
was in
everybody
Stevie
else,
got to
why the
say
fuck is
too?
y'all single like everybody else?
Hold
I
on.
want to.
First of
Can we hear
all,
what?
Let's
Can we
talk
hear
about
first
what
of
Miss?
that
all, you're
because
Can we
single.
hear what?
y'all
Can we hear
swear up
what
and
Miss
down
Phoebe
y'all
got to
different,
First
say?
of all,
but
you're
somehow
single.
y'all got the same results as the same hoes we talking about.
Can
So
we?
No.
Can we hear what Miss Phoebe got to say? Cause she ain't said nothing, and I listen. You know.
Phoebe got a man. She ain't got nothing to
Okay,
say
well,
that
that's
y'all got
more
to say.
reason. That's more
She got
reason
a
why.
man.
Okay.
That's
I
That
more
was
you
married
hey,
reason
10
why.
can't
years.
you see the
That's more
difference?
reason,
You
like,
see
baby,
why
you will
she got a man
respect.
and y'all don't? She
Maybe
quiet.
that's the
You're
reason
You
why
see
single.
you
that?
will respect
You
her
do you
opinion,
see the
because you don't
difference in the
respect
women who
ours.
got a man and the one
Okay,
that don't?
well, that's why I
You're
want to hear it,
single.
because you
That's a
don't respect
skill right
single
there.
women.
You're
You
That's
don't
why she
single.
got a
respect
You're
man.
single
She
single,
ain't
women.
said a
Jamal.
You
word.
don't respect
You're
single
That's
women
single,
what
per
peace
se.
look
Jamal.
like. Y'all look at Phoebe's screen. That's what peace look like. She
No,
ain't
That's a
well,
said a
that's
word.
listen.
And it's
I asked
that's a
that.
ironic she the
I
skill
asked
only
right
that.
one got a man.
I asked that because
Don't
you
do
don't
that,
respect.
MacMaal.
You don't
Don't
respect
do that,
single women. You
MacMaal.
just talk down to us, and you don't even know it. And that's
Look,
why I said let her speak, because
look.
maybe you'll respect her opinion, since she's
Well,
quote
she got a
unquote got a
man,
man.
so I
Since that's
definitely
what
want to
you
hear.
respect. Since that's what you respect, let's hear what she got to
Y'all
say.
need to listen to her.
Okay, well let
We
her. Let's
do.
What up,
well
Scott?
let's listen. Let her speak and
Hey,
let
Uh,
us
Phoebe, give him
listen.
some
I think the
game.
part,
I
you
got
can
the
actually park
game.
right here. I
Yeah,
think,
let her
hold on.
speak.
I don't
Yeah,
even know
they
what
are.
y'all want me to
Just
say.
right here.
Well, I just want to know your perspective on the
Tell
situation.
them how to get a man.
Nah, don't do that because I got him. But believe me, I ain't short on no man, on no way, and on no day, on none of that. So stop all that, MacMaw. The thing, Phoebe, is just go back to the video, Phoebe, because what these
I
men
don't.
here are doing is turning the thing on the women, which men love to do. Because the man on the video said, when men have everything they want from a woman, let's just use the 80-20 joint. He said, when a woman is 80%, she's doing everything you want. As a man, soon as you see something else you're attracted to, you will go and flop that whole 80 or more for the 20 if it work out or not. You a risk, a man will risk his whole thing. The
And we
men,
have to understand
wait a
Flag on
they're
the
minute,
play. Flag.
men,
Hold on.
and
Hold
that's
on.
their nature,
but
and
that's
Hold
what
on.
the video
we have to
said.
Ladies.
respect that.
Ladies. Hold on.
Well,
Y'all
let
need.
Phoebe talk.
Hold
Lavon,
on.
hold on. Let
I'm gonna let
Phoebe
Let
PB
her
talk,
talk, but
talk.
hold
Lavon.
on. Hold on. Ladies, y'all
Lavon,
need.
hold
Hold on.
on.
Who is
You don't
this
got
guy?
no man.
Hold on, one at a
Y'all,
time, one at a time, one at
y'all
a
Lavon,
saying,
time.
you don't got
hold
a
on.
man neither. So wait, Lavon, you don't got a
No,
man neither.
no.
Lavon, you don't got a
I ain't
man
trying to have
neither.
no man either. But anyway,
Okay, so let Phoebe talk.
hold on. In the video, it was targeted and spoken from a man's perspective.
Thank
This,
you.
this is a react.
Yeah,
Hold on.
that's obvious.
However, this is a reaction live. The context is yep, men will do that, but we also said women will too. And every time we shine a little
Quit
bit of the
bringing
light on
women
y'all, y'all
in
get
it.
super defensive and don't want to have
I
these
don't mind putting
conversations.
women
Y'all
in
not
it.
really
Nobody
I
chill.
don't mind.
Y'all need
cares.
to
I don't
stop
mind
that.
you putting women in it. My thing is y'all
You
don't
need to
Because
listen
you
to
said
stop.
I
our
had to flip it on us women.
perspective.
No, we just
You
include
need
y'all in
to
the
stop because the
conversation.
video
One
was
at a
about
time,
y'all.
one at a time, please. One at a
But
time.
Lavar, you need to stop because the video with y'all and my personal situations ain't no nigga never left me for we ain't never broke up over cheating. I don't have personal experiences with niggas doing what I'm left a relationship because of cheating. I don't have it. So I'm still talking from the perspective of what the man said on the video when he said when men do that, and MacMaal said men gonna cheat anyway because he wants to, he already wanna fuck somebody.
No,
It's his
no.
nature, it's what he wanna do. The more money he got, he gonna do it. Okay, we got
This
that.
is
Now
what
we
I
finna
said.
listen
No,
to
Vita,
Phoebe.
Vita, 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 Vita. You got to put what I said in proper context. Don't just give me words, right?
Y'all is
Because
not letting
this
That
Phoebe
is
talk.
is
this,
some
this
shit.
is what I said. Okay, this is what I said. Because a lot of women like to throw out the fact, oh, I did everything. If you was cheating, you wasn't.
The
You
guy
just thought.
said it.
Hold on, let me finish, please. Let me finish. Because a lot of times y'all think y'all doing everything, but you're not. Okay. And this is why you feel like men are stepping out for the 20%. Okay. In some cases, that might be true. Some men do jag their relationships. I can't sit there and take up for all men and say all men have good women and they do and it's the woman's fault. I can't say that because a lot of times it is the man's fault. But what I'm saying is a lot of times the women aren't as special as they think they are because, and I brought up the fact that if you have a man that you solely want yours, because y'all advocate for this all the time, y'all always advocate on having a man that's faithful, that wants you and only you. That is a hell of a job to take when you're dealing with the fact that his nature is against that. So if a man is fighting against his nature to be faithful to one woman, you have to treat him different. That's all I said. Which mean what I mean by treating them different, you have to go the extra mile because you got a fucking unicorn. You can't treat a unicorn like a house dog. You have a unicorn. You have a man that doesn't cheat. That is just as rare as finding a piece of gold in your goddamn garbage can. So what
They
I'm
don't
saying to you,
understand that,
so what
Ma.
I'm saying to you is that yes, there are men that don't cheat, but can you handle that man? Are you equipped to keep this man faithful? Because every man don't cheat, but every man will cheat. So
Okay,
you can
so
have a
one
man
question,
who does.
And
Hold
MacMaal.
on.
I
Well,
agree
Wait,
hold
with
on.
just
Let
I
me
one
finish.
agree
Hold
question with
on.
that.
I
Hold on.
agree
Let
with
me
a lot of
finish.
that.
Hold on. Most of y'all women meet men who don't cheat, and you force him to cheat with your attitude, with the way you treat him, with the way
Nobody
you
can make
handle
me
him.
cheat. Nobody
No,
can make
right.
me cheat, lie, steal, or
It's not in
kill.
your nature.
Not in your nature,
Yes,
Jay.
it is. You a damn lie. Yes, it is. I'm telling.
Oh,
I'm a real.
So you
Yes, it
so
is.
so
oh,
you
really?
saying you
Oh,
want to
really?
fuck multiple niggas at the same time?
No, I don't. I don't.
Well,
I don't.
that's
You
what we
just
saying.
confessed it.
Hey, I done
Okay,
told
but
I
people.
cheating.
agree with a lot of what
Okay, but
he said,
still,
but what I was trying to say, there are things deeper than sex. The first thing people want to jump to is the cheating and the sex. There's other things that lead to that, which is exactly what you're saying. You're saying that if you was everything as a woman, he wouldn't cheat. So that means what? She's lacking something. So that's not all sex.
All women lack something, though. It's
Right, that's
never
my point. But
human
but
beings
but you're
do.
only talking about sex. Sex is
right, but
not
it's
the
not
only
in your
thing.
nature to just want
I'm
to
not
fuck
talking about
multiple
my
niggas.
nature. I'm not talking about my nature.
But
I'm
that's what
talking
Maul
about
talking about.
no, but what he's talking about is a male's nature, and that's what I'm also talking about. There are other things that feed the male's nature, and it's not all sex. That's what I said, and he
It's
jumped
sex.
all over me. He
There
Sex
jumped
is
you
all
number
go
over me.
again,
one,
trying
baby.
to
He
tell
didn't
us
let me
about
finish my
us.
statement, and therefore
Pussy
that's
is
why
the
he
Okay.
went to
first
his
thing.
Well,
argument.
I just want to say.
I agree with him.
Oh, Phoebe, go ahead, Phoebe.
Dum dum dum.
After we get the pussy, then
Oh,
we'll figure out if we can deal with you or not.
Pretty much. I
we
don't
I'm
passed
see
I,
that
women.
point.
What the
I'm
thing about it is
taking
when we have these
hello,
Can we
conversations,
let
it
this
Wait,
simply
lady
boils.
MacMaal.
talk?
Let
Hold
Can
on.
Phoebe
we
go.
let
Wait,
this
hello.
lady
MacMaal.
talk?
When we have these conversations, it simply boils down to this: that women
Oh.
just don't understand the nature of a man. Y'all expecting
That's
Yeah,
women
not
out of
true.
men.
You won't
That's
even let
yeah.
me
absolutely
finish
true
my
because
perspective to tell
you
you.
say things like you say things. How could you do this, baby?
Right.
This is my nature. Do you understand what that
That's not what I
means?
would say. So that's why you never get
And
it.
that's
I
not
Because
what
never
I
y'all
say
I
because
never
neither.
finished.
y'all let
I
that
never finished
that's
my
like every
perspective.
man
Soon as
that's
I
like
say
every
one
man in the
thing,
world that's like every man in the world leaving his woman because she came on her period.
no, that's closed
That is
minded.
MacMaal. You
That's what
I
I
so
don't
said.
see how
full
y'all
of
don't
He's
see
shit.
very
your
closed
nature
You
as a
minded.
so
woman,
full of
your
He's
shit.
very
nature as a
closed
woman,
minded.
your
No, I'm
nature
not.
as
I'm
hold
looking at
on.
it as a human and knowing men behaviors because I'm a clinician. So thinking of men behaviors and female behaviors and how what you do even here on this podcast is detrimental because you don't even hear the whole thought. So you can't pounce
What?
on something without hearing the whole
Your ass is
perspective.
delusional. You
No,
just
I'm
talking to
not
be talking,
delusional.
man.
Hey,
You
You're
hold
just
on.
talking.
delusional.
Hey,
You
this
You
this
just
delusional
talking.
if you think that you can respond to a half thought. That's delusional.
well. Hey, I'm gonna be very
Complete the
direct.
I
thought,
want to
It's
then,
hear
two
baby.
things.
I
It's
want
two
to hear what
things.
Miss Phoebe has to say.
It's two things that's undefeated: Father Time and New Nigga Energy. Those two things are undefeated. So when women say they
Hey,
ain't
Miss
looking at
Miss
nobody else
Kiki,
or they don't know who next, all right, because
Miss Renee put in the comments, no, that's not self-control. That's not self-control, not nature. And so once again, like I don't see this is why there are so many single people in the world. Because in order for you to be with the opposite sex, you have to understand that person. This is why women are having a hard time with men because y'all care not to understand us, but yet trying to make us what you want us.
That's
This is
not
why y'all
true.
fail. This is why y'all fail dramatically because you don't. Men understand.
A
We
lie.
understand women. And what I'll tell you about is,
No, y'all don't.
No,
listen,
y'all
listen to
don't.
what I'm, listen to
You
me.
don't understand
Listen
just
to
how
me.
this
Listen to me. You
example is.
listen to me. Listen to me for 1 second. Just hear me out. If you ask a man, how do you please a woman? He'll simply break down. I know in order for me to get this type of woman, I need to be making this type of money. I need to stay clean. I need to be respectful. I need to know how to approach her. I need to know how to be a man. I need to know how to lead. It's certain things that we know off the bat that we know.
And you're assuming
Hold
that
on,
we
let me
don't.
finish. In concrete, that we know what to do to get a female.
And
You
you can
ask a
ask me the
woman,
same
if you
question
ask
as
a
a woman,
woman,
and
you
I can
ask a
answer that.
woman, if you ask a woman how to keep a man, y'all have no fucking clue.
No,
That's
you
a
won't
damn
listen.
lie.
You will never listen to
That's
know.
a
That's
lie
the
because
thing
I
with
kept
you.
one.
Okay, one of y'all shoot then.
Go ahead, Miss
Okay,
Phoebe.
You
so how do
know
you keep a
what?
man? Because
Okay, we're
obviously
gonna
y'all
start
For
ain't
with
got one,
Phoebe.
one,
so you
I'm gonna
don't
let
know.
Phoebe go because Phoebe ain't said, and Phoebe is
Right. She
currently
the
in a
only one that
relationship.
know how to keep a
And she
man.
got
So
that
Shut
let her
up,
last
talk.
name, so she
MacMaul.
ready to
Shut
But
shoot
up.
that's
too.
insulting for you to
I'm
say
trying not
because
to give
that's
you
not
some real
true.
smoke.
Now
Shut
you
up,
keep saying
MacMaul.
that, right?
Go
You
ahead,
insulting
Phoebe.
people, and people obviously gonna want to react. So please stop insulting us.
You
Go
The
cause
ahead.
ain't
he wilding out.
Go ahead,
the
ma'am.
angry damsels in
Go. I'm
distress.
not angry. Go ahead,
I
ma'am.
ain't angry. My anger is expensive.
I'm
Go
not
ahead,
angry. I
Phoebe.
want to hear her.
um, for one, I learned to shut the fuck up. That was the first thing. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, I learned to shut the fuck up. Everything does not have to be a debate or a goddamn argument. I learned to do that first. Going back to the video, the man can have possibly 80%, and that 20% can be whatever the fuck it is, sex. And that's kind of what I got out of it. Um, I just try to be open. I'm just speaking on me. I try to be open minded with that. I try my best not to deny him and tell him no. If I'm curious about something, I share that with him. I don't challenge his manhood, and I just stay the fuck out of his way. I mean, it's not really too much that I gotta do. Now, I had to learn this. In the beginning, I didn't do that. I had to learn this. That the back and forth and we don't argue. I don't do a lot of that shit. I'm a very quiet person. And the ones who know me by and mom will tell you I don't do that much talking. Ooh, y'all done gave me a whole headache. I work with dead people to tell you how much I don't fucking talk and don't like doing all that talking. I work with dead people.
That's because they
This is
can't
too
talk.
much live. This is a lot of live activity for me right now. Everybody is just doing this. And I can't even be in the house myself with all this shit going on. So let alone a man dealing with all this shit fucking going on. I don't know what else to fucking tell you. Women say what they won't do. They have all these restrictions. They feel entitled to a lot of bullshit. And I just don't think it's fair and I don't think it's right. Um, I agree like 90% of with 90% of what the men are saying. I do. I can't even go back to retract everything they fucking said. Um, yes, they was cutting y'all off, but at the same time, every time they tried to make a point, y'all kept shooting and cutting them off. And women got a bad habit of fucking doing that. I don't do that. I just sit there. You can't. I feel like this. You cannot get a full understanding and comprehension of what's going on if you're busy talking and cutting the other person off. If you need,
Exactly.
if you need to take notes or write down comments that was made, a question you need to ask, or something. Sometimes going back and forth at that exact moment is not the right time to do it. If somebody got something to say, let them say it. Give them time to calm down, step away for a minute, revisit it later on. I don't know. All I can tell you is this. Um, the main thing is I just want to shut the fuck up. Just shut up sometimes. Stop fucking talking. Just be cool. You gotta know when to come to him with shit. That's just I don't know. I don't attack my man when he come in the door.
You know
He give me
what
my
though? What
piece.
I
I
can
give
And
him
tell
I
you,
his.
agree. I agree with what she
I
Wait,
can
said.
tell
she
you
not
about.
done.
No,
She did. She
I mean I
was.
am. I don't even know
Hey, look.
what I mean. I don't know
She
what
said
else to
she
say
didn't
to
have
Hey,
you.
y'all
nothing
gotta
else to
stop
say.
being so damn angry, bro. Y'all angry as hell for no damn reason. Y'all
I
need to
swear to
stop
Are
being
you
so
God,
I don't
are
angry.
you
know.
directing
I'm
that
not
towards us
angry.
on here? Because I'm not angry.
I
Y'all
swear to
gotta
God,
stop
I'm not
being
No,
angry.
but
being
I
listen,
so
swear to
here's the
God,
Aggressive.
I'm
thing.
not
Y'all,
angry.
y'all,
See,
y'all might not be
it's
angry, but y'all
perspective.
aggressive.
Y'all didn't
No,
even let
it's
her
not.
talk
You know
land.
what? Listen to what she said though. She said, "Let someone." I did that. I listened to what people will say it and they still. So at that point, then you gotta interject yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because the person is not listening.
You know
Now,
what your problem
also,
is
hold
though?
on, let me finish. And also, see, I have a light voice, so that makes men and people automatically think that they can overpower me. So I've learned that being 40 years old now, I've learned that. So that's why I have to be very assertive. So when it comes to what I was saying, I agree with a lot of the stuff that they were saying. I just could never get my perspective off so you could hear everything I was saying. And I agree with a lot of what Miss Vita was saying sometimes too, because y'all are making assumptions based off one little thing we saying, and you're not listening to the whole perspective. Everybody got to listen in relationships is what I'm talking about. We all have to hear each other. But like she said, I am a person that believe a man is to lead. I'm not going to get with someone that I feel can't lead me. So that's a lot of reason that I'm single. When I say by choice, that's what I mean. When I encounter people, when I encounter men, a lot of them just are not leaders. And then the ones that are, you treat them with respect. It's a guy I was dating that I had to cut off because he did not respect me. He wouldn't even hear what I was saying. And then there's other people, and I know his circle. So I know people that he have dealt with that's trash, but he give them all the respect in the world. So once I started seeing that, because I let him heal. When I came in his life, he was messed up. He had all type of issues and everything. So I'm the type of lady, I believe in letting people heal. Some people go into a relationship, a lot of women, they want automatically, they want, because they looking for money, they looking for clout. So they go into things trying to rush the situation. I don't do that. I always was taught a man that find of a wife find a good thing. You know what I'm saying? A man,
And obtains favor from the Lord. Say the whole
yes.
verse.
But
And
are
And that's
you a
what
That's
wife
Paul
though?
absolutely a
said. That's
goddamn
what
But
lie.
wait a
Paul was
minute, hold
saying.
up.
That's why
Are
I
I
agreed
don't
with
I don't like
Paul
I don't
when
like
he
that
said that.
because I don't like that because if you gain favor with the Lord for getting married, why the fuck is there so many divorces? Where your favor at?
No,
wait, wait,
it's
wait.
not
You
about
said
the
God ain't
marriage.
wrong. We
It's
all
not
agree
about the
God is don't make
marriage.
No,
mistakes.
y'all
It's not
agree to
about the
that. I don't
marriage.
agree to that.
But
Oh, okay.
that's not what it's saying because you misinterpret it. It's not about the marriage. It's about a man that findeth, meaning that
finding
you
what
found
though?
the findeth a
You ain't
good
making
thing.
no sense.
I am making
Oh
sense.
my God,
Find
MacMaal.
a good thing. When you find
Right.
a good thing, meaning it's the
And
perfect.
she
Hold on,
emphasized
No, it said
favor.
hold
find a
on,
good. It
hold on.
findeth a wife.
You asked me a question, and it says, "A man that findeth a wife findeth a good thing." A
Right,
wife.
but
And
Hold
obtains
hold
Do
on.
you
on.
favor from
I
the
think
just
do
said
you
Lord.
he
think
find.
all the
But
men that lost half
Listen,
they shit think they found the good thing?
listen. Not a wife. You stuck on the wife. A wife in that interpretation means the perfect person for you, the person you're
Yeah.
supposed to be with, based
no,
off
that
of
ain't what that
his.
means.
Yeah, that is what that means.
No, back then they were little girls were raised to be wives before they became adults. So when she was 16, when she was 13, she was already a wife.
But if you read the
Before she met
Bible,
a man, she was already a wife.
now
And
if
you know
you
what?
read
That's
the
why our
Okay.
if
culture
you
is
read
messed
the
up at
Bible,
because we
in
don't
the
raise our
other,
women like that.
yes, that when you read the Bible, yes, they had concubines and everything, but it was this one person that they was with. The
So if
concubines and
you know
things
they
is
got
because of the.
concubines, then why the hell y'all so mad that we
But
cheat with
that
other
was
women?
then. That's because that's the
We
time
not
of
mad.
then.
We're not
No,
That
mad.
was for
you were talking
different. That was
about
for
you were talking about
economical
finding a
issues.
wife. So I'm
Right.
saying nowadays the women that we find they aren't wives. They're
That's
Okay.
because
independent
y'all
black women.
looking in the wrong direction. That's
Okay,
No,
so
no,
that
no, no.
means
not
I'm
it
saying
don't
the
making
apply to
culture.
sense.
her.
I'm saying the culture raises black women now to be strong, independent. They're not
I agree
raising
with you.
that. Yeah, so I'm saying when you 25, you got bodies, you got experience already. But back then,
How
I'm
was you a
saying
wife
when you
when you got
found a
virgin
woman, when you
5 times over?
found a woman back then, she was more
She was a
Pure.
what's
virgin.
the
She was a
word
They were
virgin.
chaste?
pure.
She was a
Yeah.
I
virgin.
agree. I
And that
agree with
man
you.
had cattle and
And,
fields to
and
give
It was
to the
economical.
father.
we
Y'all
got
don't
that
have that
Absolutely.
now.
neither.
We got
Absolutely.
that
Y'all don't
now.
have no
Y'all not
I
assets.
agree with
virgins.
you on that part, but what
And
I'm
y'all don't
Hold
have
on, but
We
assets.
still
we not
got
really
cattle
talk
to
about
give your daddy,
possessions. We
and
talk
Y'all
y'all
about
don't got
character.
assets.
y'all got
We
hella bodies.
but we
Hey,
Y'all
talking
We
don't got
about
still
no
got
character.
not
cattle.
assets.
everybody, not everybody. Because
I
to
have a
be
question
honest,
for the.
I only been having relations with one man for like 3, 4 years,
Girl,
and I'm
that's
not
why
with
you
him.
single, because you combative
No,
as fuck. That's
no,
why
Hey,
you
I'm not
single. Your
combative. I'm
goddamn, I
not
don't know one
combative.
man can sit there and listen to that
I
shit.
have
I'm
a.
not combative. I'm just. This is a show that
You
we tell
combative as fuck.
our
You
opinions.
don't know
So
you
how
are.
was you
Hey,
mad
watch
at
the
my
replay.
opinion?
Watch the replay. You gonna see.
Hey,
When you
I
listen
have a
to
No,
question.
yourself,
I
you're gonna
don't have
see.
to see. I know
I'm telling
I'm
you.
giving an opinion like everyone else. So why
Did
is
you hear
my
what
opinion
Phoebe
less?
said? You doing everything that Phoebe said not to do. You
No, I'm
doing.
not.
You are
Tell her
King. I'm
again.
telling you.
I'm giving my perspective.
I
You
have a
not saying
question
the
for the
same
ladies.
You
thing
very
to Vita.
combative.
Are you saying that to her when she give her opinion?
No, you
No. So
combative.
don't do
You
that
don't
to
see
me.
the
I
difference in
went on the
attitudes.
show for that. No,
I have a
I'm just telling you, I'm answering what you're saying. I'm responding to what you're saying.
No,
You
But
are.
feminine women
are
don't
you
overtalk
absorbing
men.
what we saying though? Like,
I have a
are you
question for the
being
ladies.
receptive to what we
I
saying?
said that I agree with some of what you were
Hey,
saying. That's what y'all don't listen to. That's
feminine
how I
women
know
don't
y'all not
overtalk
listening.
men.
Kevin
Okay.
Samuels
I
called it
didn't
sign
overtalk.
language.
He talked and then I waited for him to finish and I
Bro,
responded.
listen to the replay.
I have a question for the ladies, real
The
quick.
red pill talked and I waited till he was done and I responded.
No,
Hey,
you already admitted you got a soft voice and you need to project your voice. So you once you listen to the replay, you're gonna see how
No,
much
I don't
you're
need to
over
listen to the
talking.
replay
Because
because
you
I
Look,
already
know
she
admitted
everything
won't
that
even
I
let you
said.
you
talk.
didn't even let me finish. But
I'm
look,
listening to what y'all saying, but you're not gonna
you
attack
have
my
already
Hey,
character.
you
admitted.
can't make this shit up.
Yeah,
You're not gonna attack my character though.
we're not
I have
But
attacking your
sat
what's
here
wrong
and
character.
with that?
listened.
That's it's okay if people
Because
attack
I
on your
have sat
character
here and
because
We
it
can
listened.
improve
it
If
on
can
I
that.
help you
wasn't, if
grow.
I wasn't
hey,
listening, I wouldn't be able to repeat
But
everything you
but
said.
but
hey,
what's this wire to man that it's not reciprocal? And what
No, I'm
she's
saying,
saying is this: it's not being reciprocated. Where her opinion, everybody on here has an opinion, right? All she trying to say is when her opinion, it's time for her opinion to get
She
stated. Over
attacked me.
time, she is
Right.
being either casted out for her opinion for even having an opinion, which women get a lot. You shouldn't even have an opinion. You shouldn't even be saying that. You need to
Nobody
just be
told
quiet.
her she couldn't have an
Yes,
opinion.
you
What are you
did. You
talking
No,
said
about?
but
I'm
if y'all don't
combative.
agree
How
with
am
it,
I combative and I'm
But
answering?
MacMaal, when you don't agree with it, you did start making personal attacks saying you
Thank
slow,
you.
you
Thank
delusional. You
you.
didn't stay
Hold
with the
on.
opinion to
Thank
say
Hold
you.
on.
that's
Hold
crazy.
on.
Thank
That's I
you.
don't agree with that. You start making
Thank
a
you.
personal
Hold on.
attack.
And
Let
That's
me
I
say
waited
this
different.
till
because
people was
I can't
done.
let you tear me
And I
down.
waited
Hold
till
on.
people was done.
Let
So
me
don't
let
But
me
say
MacMaal,
respond to
you
don't
this
did
real
attack
say that
my
fast.
though.
character.
Let me respond to this real
Please
fast. The
do.
problem I got when she speak is you can tell that she speaks in her feelings because instead of her getting to the point or the point she trying to make, she talk about a whole bunch of extra shit. Why she mad that we won't let her talk instead of making her
Maul,
point.
whenever we
So
ask a question,
you
ask a
can't
whole
have a
nother question that has
I'm trying
nothing
to
to
talk,
do with
baby.
it.
See, this is
No,
what I'm
but
saying.
no, because what you
Right,
saying is,
right, right,
you
right, right.
contradicting
This is
yourself.
exactly what I'm talking about.
No, no, he's contradicting
This is
himself, and
exactly what
y'all
I'm
just
talking about.
being men and agreeing with him
You
instead of
proving my
listening.
point. Just keep
No,
talking.
I'm not. Because when we asked about relationships and why you, if you single, why you don't talk to the person in your phone, you went into all questions that had nothing to do with the subject. So don't sit here and say I'm just an eloquent
No,
speaker.
no, no,
And
no, no,
yes,
no, no,
I
no,
am.
no, no, no,
And
no,
I
no.
go into
Baby,
detail
when I
about what
talk,
I'm
no, no,
saying.
no. When I talk, I
I'm
put
not
context into
closed-minded.
what I'm saying. You
No,
all
you
over the
don't.
place.
No, I'm not
You
all over the place.
you're talking about things that's making you angry instead of staying on topic.
No,
When I
I'm not.
speak,
I'm
I
staying
give
on topic
context
very
in what I'm
well.
saying, but you don't hear that because you steady trying to overtalk me.
No, that's
And
not
this is
true.
why you ain't got no damn man.
That's not how you know I don't have a man.
Ultimately, that's the goal. You don't have a man,
You
and
don't
we
know
see
that.
why.
I have a
But
question.
my whole thing is
Don't you
that's
dare.
rude.
That is
See
not
how
ultimately the
rude you
goal.
are? That's rude and disrespectful to me because half of that is not true. I did not do the things that you're saying. I waited till people was done talking. I even asked for Miss Phoebe. I wanted to hear what she had to say. So you can't say that. But when you sit up here and you ask your questions that have nothing to do with what we talking about, then you say I don't stay on topic. No, I just speak from a perspective so people can understand the totality. I'm an open-minded person. And half the things that you said, I agreed with, but you were so busy attacking me that you didn't even hear that.
I, I have a
Well, here's
question.
the thing. You
Go
saw
ahead.
how everybody be quiet and let you speak. Can we get that same respect?
I've done that.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I
Go
have.
ahead, Va.
I have a question for the ladies. And it spins off what Vita said, a man that finds a wife finds a good thing and is in favor with the Lord. Am I correct
I
Correct.
said
in
that, but
repeating that?
yeah.
Okay, all right. So hold on. In today's modern time, do you think a man would ever find a true wife in the form in which it was written in the Bible?
yes. Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. You
Yes.
said women. My bad, my bad, my bad.
Yes,
But
in the
why the
modern
man?
society,
Is
yes.
that why the man? Who said that? Yes. Why the man?
No,
Yeah.
that was red
High
pill.
So
five to
so
you.
so
High
no,
five because that means you truly understand what you set forth for yourself can come to pass like the God
Yes.
that God intended you to be. Period.
So
I never
I,
entertained like to
I
say what I can't have. I got anything I set my mind up to have.
so I don't. So every woman said yes, right? In today's modern time, a man can absolutely find a wife in the truest form in which it was written in the Bible.
Absolutely, yes.
I didn't
Because
agree
Modern
to that.
times,
because
yeah.
I would respectfully disagree and say no, because back then when women were raised from the time they can walk to be wives, it came with non-conditional. Everything today is conditional. So a man
No,
might
it
make
wasn't.
somebody his wife, but it doesn't mean he's found his wife, because
Okay.
everything is so conditional nowadays.
Well, hold on, Lavar. You did it was all marriage. Let me just help y'all understand. Marriage, first of all, on face value from day one, by definition, is a business contractual agreement. Period. That's what marriage is. Marriage used to only be for those who had. This is why only people was getting married was people who had all these cattle, all these acres, and had to give it to her, transfer his wealth to this girl's family to get the wife.
For
He was
economic
Period.
paying
value.
for a
That's what I
virgin.
said.
Y'all
Yes.
Hold
are
on,
Hold
I
on,
caught
don't
slow
up,
down.
care.
man.
He had
Slow
to
down.
though.
hold on,
Slow down, Miss Vita, because if
hold on,
you
because
go back far enough, it was the opposite, and men was taking women's last names. Like men had to show up with the. You understand? Like I understand what you saying, but that's modern history. But if you keep going back a little bit further, the men had to show up, and they had to bring stuff to the woman because they was taking the women's last name. So
Okay,
I'm
so
just saying
but
your
when you say
perspective.
Martin, you talking about so LeVar is talking about today time. When you say Martin, you talking about since inception of Christianity with this the last 2,000 years within the Bible. What you're saying is
Right.
before the Bible then.
Hold on.
Modernized meaning
No,
westernized
hold
culture.
on, because I want to be crystal clear on answering this question and retorting my question. If the standard of marriage is only applied to somebody who has something that's rich or has lands and stuff like that, how can you critique any blue collar guy that's just a normal worker to those criteria of marriage, those standards of marriage?
You
He
saying it.
said in
No,
today's time, meaning modernizing it.
I am piecing this together, because every time I challenge the authenticity, it go right to, okay, you had to have a certain stature, you had to own lands, you
You
had to be
did.
rich or something. Now hold on, this is not, and you did,
But it's
okay.
different
But my
today.
thing is, my thing is, most guys nowadays, I'm talking about blue collar guys. There's blue collar guys out here. Everybody ain't got no business. Everybody ain't got no land.
So
Everybody
that mean
ain't
they
rich.
shouldn't have no
How
wife.
are you going to
Yeah,
hold those guys to
Damn.
the same standards when we ask about authenticity from a wife, and it's only applied to a rich man, but it's not applied to a blue collar guy?
Because he doesn't qualify. That means he shouldn't even have a wife. And let me say this too. That
Okay,
is
I
still
so
hold
if a
on.
man,
Let me
disagree.
tell
That's some
y'all, but that
bullshit,
is still
if
sweetheart.
a
going
man
on.
step out, if a
Wait
man
a minute,
step
Levi,
out,
because that's
how
still
can
going on.
you
It's a
how
such
can you
thing as
hold
a
him and
dowry.
say he
It's
ain't
still a such
shit?
thing as a dowry that the man's family still have to give up to the woman's family to marry her. He just can't come and take on a wife because the value of a wife is so valuable that he has to have access. Is something that's for a man that got it. This what I'm trying to have y'all to understand. So if a man don't have that, man, maybe he should go get it together. So he had command and demand more of what it is that he would want from life.
Y'all
Okay.
think
Yeah,
y'all
but
done
things ain't
brought
the same though, right? So if we
Yeah,
talking
things
about
not the
back
same.
then, we have to bring up because back then you had to have possessions and assets, but you also had to be able to protect from your family from wild animals and shit like that. And motherfuckers coming to invade and all these
Listen
crazy
to me.
shit.
That's still
So
like that
now,
today. It's called a
right, but what
dowry.
I
That still
understand
go
what you're
on
saying,
today.
sweetheart. Yeah, check me out. But what I'm saying is like now you know women can buy guns. It's easier like the stress and all the stuff that people had to worry about back then, we don't have to worry about those things now. You understand? So when you say a blue collar man don't shouldn't have a wife, that's not true because that man can still play the same roles as a husband.
Hey,
That's what
In modern
husbands
Waterman,
Okay,
day,
but
per
Waterman.
he
I'm
got to
using
understand
Waterman.
in
is
modern
I'm
he's
day.
not gonna
applying.
be able
I'm
to put up
applying
a
their
dowry, so
answers
the
and their
level of
logic.
wife he get is gonna be different.
oh my bad, LeVar. My bad, my
What
bad.
Waterman? I'm applying their response to why they are trying to justify the way they are And it's like,
What do you
okay,
mean?
if you got money, you deserve all this stuff. If you're a blue collar, hardworking guy, you deserve a little less. And of course, if you ain't doing nothing with your life, you get what you get. You know what I'm saying? I agree with that.
But y'all
But you
invented
know
marriage,
what
not
though,
women.
Hard? You know what's so crazy is when I
Y'all
speak
men
upon
invented marriage, not
when I
women.
speak upon telling them that men gonna cheat if they provide and protect, they got a problem with it. But now she just then said that you gotta have a certain amount of money to even get a bitch.
Hey,
So
Maul.
like you can't have
This
it
is
both ways.
marriage
Hey,
that
Maul,
y'all
What
Maul,
how you
Maul.
want
Yes,
it?
created.
she
So
Hey,
if
said
I'm a
Maul.
that's
nigga,
what
if I'm a
Listen,
marriage.
nigga
it's not
that's
how
doing
I
if
want it.
She
It's
said
the
that's
marriage
what
that
marriage
y'all
is.
created.
Hold
Women
on,
didn't
hold on.
create marriage.
All right, so
Y'all men created marriage. Literally, men invented marriage,
She's
not
saying
women.
that's how it was. She's
And
not
I
it's
don't think
still
saying
that
like that
matters.
today. You gotta
but
have
guess
a
but
dowry. You gotta
but
have
guess
it.
what?
Marriage was secure for the higher class
But
people. It was not
but
for
baby,
common people.
baby,
But
dowry is for virgins.
Okay.
If
So
you
if
ain't,
you
if you
can't
done
get a
had three,
virgin,
four,
you
if you
gotta
done had three or
listen.
four bodies like that
I
dowry that
got you.
might have
But
been
why the man? This what I'm
100,000,
saying.
now it's
So if you
1,000.
can't,
But
if you
how are
not
you
getting a
messing up
virgin,
today with
dowry. I mean, why
men?
the man? Listen. If you not getting a virgin, then why you getting married?
No. I'm just saying you keep talking about
oh,
dowry as like a backup plan or a nigga having some assets and shit. And I'm
Yeah.
saying, yeah, you're right, but you're paying for the value of the woman. And if the
Correct.
woman's value in the sexual dating marketplace is low, then the dowry is low.
Then don't marry her. Only marry
hey,
virgins. That's what I'm saying. I'm with you.
hey,
Y'all
guess what?
invented this.
Hey,
In
guess
my
what?
so
You
how
said
you
you
times,
so
said you
you
said
so
you
now you
said
want us
the
to be
woman's family
pedos.
had to give it to that man. You know, some women to keep their fiancés and stuff under wraps and off of social media until the day they get married. So I mean,
No,
Okay.
come on now.
she
That's why
want
I
us to
asked that
marry
question.
pedos, because them the only ones that's virgins. Once a girl
Don't do
get
that.
legal age, she done had about 5 of them already.
No,
facts.
don't do that. And
But
who
see,
had her? And y'all need to then y'all should go check those men and tell them fuck them niggas up and get them niggas off the face of the earth so they could stop doing stuff like that
Hey,
And
to
you
the
know
little
what? I
girl
can
or
agree
to
with
whoever
you on
she
that
and
is
ain't
now.
then.
lying. Some
I
of them
can
lie
agree
about
with
but
you
that
on
too.
y'all
that
just
right there.
y'all went away from the
Okay, I like
original.
you, Water
Y'all
Man.
went
You got
away
some
from
sense.
the original point though. The original point that everybody harped on is when I said a man that found a wife found it a good thing. She's talking about what marriage, as far as I agree with the one that said we have to go further back. But what she's saying, modern, the way back before Bible times, because that's what I referred to. It was dowries. It was people had to. It was for
It's still like
economic
that now.
value. It is, but what I'm saying
In
is, it was
America,
for
no,
what you. Hold on,
Yes.
hold on, hold
no,
on, hold on,
And upper class,
hold
yes.
on.
we don't know nothing about that. What are you
Hold
talking
on,
about?
because
I
everybody
do.
say I don't listen, and then I'm talking, and now people talking. Listen to what I'm saying. She said
My
that it
bad.
back in the day, that's what it was based off of, and she's saying that it's still like that to the day, and I agree with that to a certain extent. But where I was going was deeper with it. Yes, it was for economic value, but I think that's kind of like you could say cheating was going on then, because people still was gravitating to who they was gravitating towards spiritually. You
Nah,
understand what I'm saying? They was marrying who they needed to marry for their economic whatever, but they still was with every night trying to be with the person that they heart wanted to be with. So when we speed it up to today, we have to add in socioeconomic issues, all the things that evolutionize because of those types of things. And today, the question that I think LeVar said is, do we think that you can find a wife in this setting? And I said, we all said yes. And my reason for saying yes is because I feel like if you're looking, if you really are going, like I think his name Red Pill, what he was saying, if you really are for what you feel, believing that you can even have it. Now, y'all said I was angry, but then I heard Maul and LeVar saying, oh, all women this, all women, because y'all minds are closed. His mind is open. So now I'm contrasting because y'all said men and men. He has a different mindset than y'all two. Y'all are
Hey, I
very,
don't
and I'm
trust
and
no
I'm not being
motherfucker that can't
defensive.
show me their face.
I hope you're not taking it personal. But you said what?
Man, Paul's so full of shit.
You
Wait, what
you
did he
hiding
say?
behind some
Full
Full of
bullshit.
shit.
No, I'm not
I
hiding
don't
behind
trust
nothing.
nothing
I
come out your
wasn't
motherfucking
prepared.
mouth. You just talk.
No, no, I'm not just talking. And see,
That
that's
ball
beautiful.
full
Man,
of
you
shit.
hiding behind that
I got a
scary
question.
ass picture you got posted up there.
Right.
Get your ass out of here.
MacMaal, you
I
better
don't even
stop.
I don't even know who the fuck I don't even know who the fuck Waterman is. They done just I done just let a motherfucker in there. They ain't said shit.
MacMaal,
I
you
don't
need to stop.
I don't trust none of you motherfuckers hiding y'all faces. You can't tell me
Y'all,
shit about
MacMaal,
nothing
you
until
is
you reveal
wow.
yourself.
Turn that
You
camera on.
wow.
That's
The
your
You
fuck
feelings
wow.
on
y'all
the
say you
camera.
call yourself telling me some shit and you hiding? Fuck out of here.
MacMaal, you wow.
I'm saying
I wanna, yeah,
if it makes
motherfucker don't want to
sense,
get
if
on
it
there because
makes
they got them regular faces.
oh yeah, I'm a regular
Wait,
nigga.
wait, the
That why
humblest had
motherfucker. That
wait,
why
the humblest
motherfucker
had
ain't
his
on here.
hand up for 5 minutes. The humblest,
Motherfucker
go
got
ahead. I saw you with your hand up for 5 minutes.
motherfucker
Well,
got
I
them
want to.
90. Motherfucker got them 92, 93 faces. That's why they don't want to get on the camera.
Shut up,
So
MacMaal. Go
hold
ahead, the
on,
humblest. Go
hold
ahead, the
on.
humblest.
So hold on. I got another question because
Hold
I
on,
just
let me
looked.
ask
I
Wait,
you.
just
wait,
looked.
Lovato. The humblest had
Wait.
his hand up for like
I'm
five
sorry.
minutes.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, if your family required a dowry right now, right? What would be the price? What would I have to pay for a woman that's 40 years old? I don't know your body count, but what would be the cost of a woman on the market that have your credentials? I don't mean to be offensive, but if we were
No,
paying
you good.
dowry,
Let me tell you. I'm glad you asked that.
The price of
Because the
this.
girl
Let the
that
man
just married,
finish. He ain't even finished. You feel me? Damn.
oh, I thought he was asking. My bad, my bad.
Miss
I want
advocating
I
for
kind of
peace.
answered. I said the price of this, but
yeah.
anyway.
Hey, yeah, that's what I wanted to ask the women. Like,
Fucked up.
do you think that your bride price, right, will be the same as a virgin who is about 25 years old that was taught how and raised how to be a wife? Like, what's your bride price compared to that one? Because I'm thinking of when y'all talk about buying a woman, I'm thinking y'all talk about a woman that was raised to be a wife, that's a virgin, things like that. But what is your price as you stand?
Okay. So the humblest, thank you for saying that. So let me say this just Levita Jones' perspective. Let me
Oh
tell you
Lord.
what fucked up the game, right? This what fucked up the game when the girl just married Jeff Bezos and she was a two baby daddy baby mama. So just because of that, that let me know on top of all the other billionaires, because it's about 20 some billionaires married women that was married before them and got kids and shit. That let me know that the marketplace value for a non-virgin is still, she still can bag a billionaire. So I'm just letting you know, I ain't gonna say no price I got, but I'm gonna just say this. That did fuck with my head and say, all them billionaires choosing on two-time baby mamas. Okay, that's what I'm gonna say. I know I'm not no virgin, don't get me wrong, but the billionaires choosing. That's all I'm gonna say.
Man,
So
you know what? I want to
you're
say
assessing
this
your
real
price off
fast.
the billionaires
Let me
pay scale.
let me say this real fast,
Yep.
Bob. See, what women like to do is use the exception and think
Lulu.
that's the rule. Okay,
Lulu.
most women, 99% of women with two baby daddies is not gonna meet a billionaire. Okay, 99.9% of y'all is not gonna meet Russell Wilson. But what y'all like to do is say, "Oh, she did with Future, and she found her a nice man." She is an exception. Okay, they are an exception, and yes, they happen. But y'all can't have this standard where you think it's possible, because it's
Wait, wait,
not.
wait, wait. Who you talking to? Me?
Women in
Overall.
general.
I said Levita Jones.
But I asked to put a
Lavita
price
Jones
on it,
got
and
50
she
millionaires
dodged
on
it.
her phone. I dated millionaires. I know millionaires, and
Amazing.
Hey,
they choosing.
I asked her what would her bride price be, and she deflected. I said
I because
fifty.
I said the humblest. I said
Because
I just know they choosing. I'm not gonna get no
right.
price. I
So
just
why
know
you
they
ain't married
choosing.
to one?
I'm a be now. When I get one to go get one and get married to one, then what you gonna say? I
Well, let
just
me ask
So
you
now
this,
so
I'm
look,
in a
right.
different season in
Coach
my
Peter.
life right now.
Can
I'm
I
in a
Well, let
ask
me
different
tell you
Coach
what
Peter?
season.
Hey,
men hear. When women say, "Yeah, I got millionaires in my inbox," and ooh, you know what we think? You know what that sound like to us?
Yeah.
Y'all not millionaires.
All of them done
That y'all
ran
not
through her, and they
millionaires.
just having fun.
hey, can I ask her a
That y'all,
question though?
I'm celibate. Ain't nobody having fun with me. That's what you
Hey,
better know.
Celibate.
How
That's
much you
what you
I
selling it
better
am
for?
as
know.
hey,
well.
Coach, can I ask
I
Coach
am
Peter a
as
Ain't
question?
well.
nobody having fun with me.
Let me ask you a question, sweetheart. Don't, no, not personal, but you can answer if you want to. What kind of man qualifies for a woman of your caliber? What type of man? Can you give us his credentials? What qualifies for you?
A man that like me and I like him. That's it.
Okay, he could be
That's
homeless.
it.
I asked a whole bunch of niggas, but keep going.
Okay, that's it. Cause I like
99.
it.
That's
Okay,
99% of men right there.
okay.
Okay,
All right.
that like me and
Hey,
like
so let
it,
me
and then
say
gonna
this:
do right by me. Cause I'm gonna do right by him.
why our conversations stall out is because of responses like this. It's not a genuine response. It's a passive aggressive response. But that's why we can't talk to y'all sisters, because I know a man that's homeless, that's down on his nuts, he can approach you. But I'm pretty sure he would love you to death. But when y'all, that's why we can't talk to y'all, because y'all won't keep it 100. What kind of man
Okay, don't
qualifies
get
for
me
you?
wrong. I keep it 100. But for real,
Hey,
let me say this. Let me say this though, right? Because I swear to God, I'm not lying. I know so many people on so many levels. I'm talking about from homeless to that is literally worth $100 million. Like, know these people and be in different circles. I'd be in a lot of different places and circles, right? What we think is a lot of times our viewpoint is so skewed because we don't have the exposure to them. These people got the same problems we got. They go through the same shit we go through. They tired of taxes and shit just like we are. It's the same stuff. What the only difference is how much shit somebody want to put up from you and how much shit you want to put up. So if I'm just solely choosing somebody based on their money, which I'm telling you, the more money a nigga have, what MacMaal saying actually is right. Them niggas are gonna cheat, they gonna lie. So if he want to be a good guy, that's because that's just what he want to be. He don't care about his biology no more. It's gonna be different. But you don't know that just because the nigga look nice or he's saying hi to you or he took you on this date and all that y'all went on a rendezvous for a week. That don't matter. You really gotta take some time to get to
Hold
know the
on,
man
Vita,
and
hold on.
see
Let
what
me
he
let me
got.
say this. Hold on,
That's
y'all.
a
Hold on.
great way to
Hold
deflect from
on. Give me
answering the
1 second.
question.
Let me cook for 1 second. I got to cook for 1 second. I literally about 30 minutes ago told y'all if you ask a man what he wanted in a woman, he'll give you a list of things just like that. That man asked her one simple question: what qualifies a man to have you? And she said everything but answered the goddamn
I
question.
said that like me, and I
Everything.
like him.
Now, see,
Now
this is why I say
let me
you let a
answer
I
woman
that.
answered it.
talk. You let a woman talk, they gonna cook their goddamn self. You
Let me
can't, and then
answer
they get
because
mad at us for pointing this shit out. They
let
I'm
literally
not
prove
mad.
our point time and
I'm
time
not
and time.
mad. I
She don't
can't.
even know what kind of man she wants. This is what
That's
this
a
shit
let
lie.
is.
me
I asked
answer
her what
because
her bride
that
price
was
would
her
be. She started
perspective.
talking about a billionaire marrying a woman with 2 kids. She didn't answer the question about what her bride price would be. She
Cause
said,
I'm not
"Oh,
finna get it
you
up.
no, you now you correcting yourself, but that's why we can't talk to y'all because y'all don't
I said it.
answer us.
I said the homeless. I'm
I
not
will
finna get
listen.
my price up, but I can say this. If y'all listen to what I said I'm not finna get. First of all, y'all better know y'all ain't talking to no goofy. That's just it. That's just all. I'm gonna tell you on the internet what the internet needs to hear. I know what worked for Levita Jones and Levita
Man,
Jones' life.
But you moved the
but
goalpost back
you
just now.
simply said you want a man that's nice, that like you,
But
right?
you
No,
moved. But
that
you moved.
like me and
That's
treats
so
me
that
well, and I
right.
like him and treat him well.
But
Okay,
That's him.
that's
you
about
moved the goalpost back.
98% of men in the world. So you
Okay.
mean to tell me out of 98% of men in the whole wide world, you can't get one?
Who said I can't get him?
Because you
Your
single.
outcomes, your life,
But hold on, let me say that. Let me tell y'all
your
this. I was
life.
married for 10 years. I was married for 10 years. I don't know why y'all think so highly of men like a
I
nigga
was a
is so hard to
pastor for
get.
2 years.
A
We all
nigga
got
is
hoop
a
dreams.
nigga is an easy thing to get. That is not hard to get. Now,
The one you
because of
want.
that, that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. That's why y'all keep saying why you single. The reason y'all even keep saying that is because how easy niggas want to be got. That's period. So at the end of the day, if I'm in a different season of my life, that's not what I'm on right now. That's all I'm saying. I'm in a time in my life. I'm not on that at this very minute. Now get
Hey,
with me in a couple more months, it'll be different. But right at this time, I'm not on that.
you know what, Vita?
Now that's
Like
one person.
I
That's
gotta say
one
this.
woman.
I
That's
gotta
one
say this.
woman.
I
That's
gotta say
one
this. Hold
woman.
on. Hold on. The reason why this sounds like a fallacy to men, because one thing we know about women, you could be as God fearing, you could be on a journey to greatness, you could be a vegan, you can be a gymnastic teacher, you could be all that shit. When that man that you won't come along, all that shit is over with.
Okay, well
So
then he ain't
it
came
merely
along.
it mirrors off the fact that you just ain't, your standards are too high. What you told us what you want in men is not true. You want more than that. And what you want, you haven't found it yet. And this is why you
Okay.
single.
Well,
Because
let
So
me
he
say
let me.
this.
asked
So
you,
But
he
please
listen,
let
simply
me.
Matt
asked you,
Mall.
So
he
I done
asked
sat and
you, hold
listened, and
on.
I
He
said, "Let me
asked
do.
you,
Let me tell my point because that's one woman, and what she's saying is her reality. I'm not
Thank you.
disputing what
And
she's
if I
saying.
don't
But
want to be with a
hold
man,
on, Miss Vita. Hold
go
on,
ahead,
because
boo.
I'm finna speak my perspective because mine is different than yours. My perspective is when you ask me what I want out of a man, I want what she's saying. I feel like, and if you could correct me if I'm wrong when I'm done, I'm feeling like she's saying a lot of people are out here with people for different reasons. She wants somebody that like her for her, and she like him for him. Let's start there, as Jay Main say. That's what she basically said. Now, me, I want that, and I'm gonna go further. I'm 40 years old, so I don't want to build a man from scratch. I don't want economically, you kind of got to have your own thing going. You could be blue collar or you could be above blue collar. That's fine. But as long as I'm not taking care of anyone. So I'm not doing that. I want someone that, can communicate with me, no matter what it is. If you feel in a different way, I want you to feel comfortable enough to be able to come to me. And I have to make something clear. The things that y'all are saying, like the things that have been said to me, because I'm on this podcast and I'm speaking an opinion because this is an opinion show. But you can't put how I'm talking because a lot of y'all are interrupting the men. So I have to speak a certain way. That's not how I am in relationships. So assuming that in the comments that you guys are saying is irresponsible on your part because you're assuming something and you're based off the fact that I'm not all the way agreeing with everything you guys are saying and my opinions are different. In a relationship, I'm very submissive. So when it comes to things like that, I feel as though I, have to have someone that won't take advantage of my submissiveness because I sit and I fall way back. When I'm dating someone, I let them hang themselves. I want to see how you are when you think that this. I let you think
Yeah.
whatever you
I
think
said,
because
hey, how
of
you
my
doing?
hold
She's
on,
blocking
hold
me.
on, please let me finish. Because
That's all
of
right.
my body type, you can't see me right now, and I want to address that. Yes, I'm behind the thing because I didn't know I was going to be on here today. Just like you did certain things to make sure you were presentable. I'm
Okay,
in
back
the
on
house.
topic. You going off
No,
topic, man.
no, I want,
Go.
but I'm addressing what you said before. I'm going off topic because it's important. That's what
Right,
I'm
but
saying.
what?
Like,
Okay, so I just want to address this. When you first came in, you basically said the fact that you put emphasis on every woman ain't the same, right? The reason why I
and
call
every
y'all
man is not the same.
hold on. The reason why I call you y'all delusional when you say these kind of things is the simple fact that I'm just gonna make right now. Right? The same thing Vita just said she wanted in a man was the same thing you just said you wanted, with the exception of having a fucking job. You
I
just said
wasn't
the same.
done.
You hold on.
So
Yes, you were
no,
because you
I
went
was
all off into
not.
some other
I
shit.
was
What are
not,
you
but
talking about?
I
You
was
went all
addressing.
up. You
Listen,
was done
listen,
with
listen,
that
listen, listen.
conclusion and
Other
you went
people,
all off
listen.
into
That's
some
what
other
I'm
shit.
saying.
Hold on, let me
Other
finish, man,
people have
because you
done
just
that. No, you
now
didn't
you
let me
just
finish.
talking.
Other
You are
people
just
have done
talking
that,
now.
and you didn't
Hold
let
on,
me finish. You
baby,
just made an assumption and said something
baby.
that was
Hold on,
incorrect.
calm down.
No, because you're
Okay,
saying
calm
stuff
down,
that's incorrect. I am calm, but you're saying
calm
things
down.
that
Hold
are
on, hold on.
incorrect.
Okay, first of all, just calm
I
down.
wasn't
Okay,
finished.
first of
So you
all,
can't make
hold
an
on.
assumption on
What
something when
you
I'm not
hold? You
finished.
know what? I'm finna mute your ass because you won't shut the fuck up. I'm sick of your ass. She get on my motherfucking nerve. God dang.
MacMaal though. The
No, man,
MacMaal.
she doing too motherfucking much. I'm not gonna go back and forth with no woman. You supposed to know when to be quiet. This is my goddamn show. Calm you. We heard you. And the point I was just trying to make is she made her point when it comes to what I asked her in the first place. She went all off into some whole other shit. So clearly you was done talking about what we was talking about. She just good like all this crazy ass shit. But anyhow, same thing. Same thing. Basically she just said that she wanted the same thing that you wanted, with the exception she mentioned that he gotta have he don't have to be uh basically he had to have a job. That's basically the only difference in the men. So basically y'all all want the same men. So basically what I'm saying is, by those standards that you just had are very simple standards. Most men can meet that criteria. So my question to you is, like, why are you still single then? Because the things that you ask are so basic. The things that you ask for is comes, typical man. You can find a man anywhere that has a decent job, that likes you because you're a pretty girl. You know what I mean? You're not ugly, so you're attractive. So that shouldn't be a problem, finding somebody that like you and somebody to be nice to you. So
No.
obviously, within that circle, it has to be something else that you hold that's a standard that you're not finding. Because
Okay, let me say that. If I could say one word, I could say this because y'all know what I went through, which was integrity. The word, a man's word in my own world to Levita, of my word and a man's word means the world to me. If I cannot hold his word like the gospel, then that's a problem. His integrity of that. That's really it. That's the only extra thing. And I'm trying to tell y'all that is not around every corner, on every block, 40, 50 people. You got to really see what people own to do that. But I'm just on chill right now. But yeah, that's the only thing I add. Real shit.
What do you mean by his word? Because I mean that it has to be some levels to that when you say your word. Because it seemed like to me that like you're saying like okay, he just absolutely can't lie at all. Like you know what I'm saying? You make it seem like that's just if you lie to me and it's certain things that men have to lie to their women about. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean that in a way of like cheating because that's the first thing y'all think about when we say we lying. It could be personal things. A lot of times men, you got to understand by men being the provider and the protectors of the situation, we like to sometimes take situations away from you. We are the problem solvers in a relationship. So it's a lot of things we ain't going to tell you about
That's
that
fine.
we not gonna be honest about because we don't want you to burden about the shit.
So look, right. So this the only thing I'm gonna let y'all go. This the only thing. Whatever you tell me, just make sure that that's what it is. As soon as that change, just say, "Yo, I told you something, but this what it is now." That's it.
So
Y'all will be so surprised how hard that is for men to do.
can I give you a hypothetical, Vita, based on that? When you say don't lie, see, and I understand there's some things that you got to be lenient on. It's like it's too black and white. What if
And that's the
hypothetically?
only thing. Y'all just
No,
got on
no,
me
no,
for
no.
being super broad.
Hold on,
Now
hold
it's too
on,
much.
hold on, hold on. Hypothetically, this is hypothetically. Let's say your boyfriend want to propose, and him and your best friend conjure up a lie to you so they can go buy you a ring, and the thing don't add up, and you start assuming the worst. Are you gonna hold that against them?
See, let me tell y'all, what y'all, I'm for real, I do gotta say what the other girl said. I do be actually popping shit on this internet. I be chilling in real life. I could shut the fuck up. Be everything Phoebe said, I agree with all that stuff she said, because that's how your relationship gonna last. For real, in a relationship. But I'm just telling y'all, on the internet, I be on some internet shit, but real shit. I ain't never came to my man and said, he, I don't be on all that because ain't no bitch finna get me on that. Ain't no nigga finna get me on that. Ain't nothing finna make me cheat, lie, steal. Nothing. My character means everything to me. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all.
But
So when character means,
I gave you a very specific scenario according to you
Let's see what he
saying
got to
don't lie
say.
to you.
He go next. Go ahead.
I ain't say lie. I just said make it. I didn't say lie. Y'all said lie. I said I just want his word to mean everything to him because it's gonna mean everything to me. Come on now, all you got is your word. What do you got? I came up on the streets. You could get killed not holding to your word. I don't get this.
If you don't hold
When
up
do
to
we
your
just
word, if you
Go
don't hold
ahead.
up to
Go
your
ahead. Let
word,
him. Let him.
what you define that as?
when you tell me something, if you say Levita and you start talking, I'm going to take that as law or the standard, or that's what it is. That's what it's finna be, and that's
No,
how I'm
no,
moving.
no. I said if I don't hold my word, what do you define that as?
Oh, then lack of integrity.
Lack of integrity. Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
What you
because
got?
all
What
you,
you got to say? Let him go,
cause
V.
you.
Let
Okay,
him
go
get
ahead.
it. Go ahead.
No, I don't mean to harp on her. It sounds like she being vulnerable and open and honest. But to be honest, it sounds like when you say your word is bond and just don't, that sounds like you need therapy because when you're ready for a relationship, you're ready to trust. You're not really looking under the couch and looking for things to find. But it sounds like because it's so important to you for a person to tell the truth that you might have a hard time even with the truth because you're looking for the lie. Because I think if you're saying don't lie to me, I'll be devastated, that could
I
possibly
never
end a
said lie.
relationship.
Hold
What
on.
was that?
Okay, Dehamidus, let me just help you out. You talking to somebody been in over 300 therapy sessions, somebody who is a coach by trade, somebody who helped other people. This not somebody who's scared of therapy, who think it's taboo, or who have a problem trusting. My thing is I trust a lot, and my loyalty is top notch, probably one of the most loyal people you would know. I don't look for shit. If you tell me something, that's what it is. That's it. Now, if you come back and say, hey, I told you A, 9 is B, then it's B. I know I told you it's B9C. Then it's C. That's
So,
it. I'm not
so
looking for that. But if you
Hey,
can't
hey,
come tell me and I
let me
have
say
to
something.
find out in whatever way by you not telling me, I'm gonna say, hey, remember you said it was A, but then it was B. Oh yeah, I forgot. Okay. It's only so many times I'm gonna allow you to do that. Be like, babe, hold on. This like the third, fourth time. Can I take your
so
word or not? Do you mean what you say? Are you
Let
joking?
me
Like I'm
let me
just trying to see
respond
if
to
you
her,
tell
please.
me
so
something.
Lavita, you bring up a good point, but my counter
Can I
question
respond to her,
is:
brother?
Do you think some women or most women lack integrity themselves?
Of course, I don't. I don't.
Okay,
That's why integrity is my standard. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all.
okay,
That's why I said Levita Jones is not everybody else.
Can I,
no,
hey,
I'm
real
not
quick,
gonna lie. I'm
I
not
say
gonna cheat. My word means something.
I bring that up because while there's a big emphasis on a man's word being his bond, and if that's a universal and it's a character issue, do you know how many women have told us men that they love us, but at the first crack of something, they out the door?
Listen to me, Levi.
No,
That's not Levita. I got you, but this what I'm telling you. I'm finna come to you, the humblest. I want to hear you too. I'm saying to you, Levita Jones don't do that. Levita Jones ain't leaving you at the crack of anything. Levita Jones not cussing you out, and as soon as you come to the door, I'm acting a fool and I'm lying and cheating on you. Cause I don't care. I know a man's nature. I believe in polygamy and all that. My daddy's still in my life to this day. I'm not tripping on that. All I'm saying is you just tell me when your word changed from something you told me. If I'm not your priority, then what is? How
all
am I
right,
gonna be submissive
hold
to
on.
you?
You do realize the answer you just gave, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Maul and us said earlier, it's hard for us to communicate because when we do and we tell about an experience, you interject yourselves. And it's like men take the time to know more about a woman than a woman will take their time about learning about a man because we're explaining something and asking a simple question. And it's like you have to interject yourself to kind of separate from the rest of the women.
Because when I speak, well, that's why when you said, do you think women do that? Yes. Then I say, however, my personal experience is different from that. This is why I'm telling you, my relationships collapse. Why my nigga, I ain't leave my nigga for cheating. I ain't leaving from that. He's still a good nigga to me.
Okay.
But the word means everything. That's why I said, and all y'all just said that's my standards is 99 for 99% of niggas. Then as soon as I say, well, I just want some integrity, give me your word. Oh man, well, what? Like, damn, that ain't even a lot.
hey, can I say one thing I
Okay, go
learned?
ahead, the humblest. Go ahead.
This one thing I learned in therapy that I think most people didn't either get taught or they failed to adhere to it. When you being criticized, right? One clear way to say you had real good beneficial therapy is when you allow yourself to accept criticism, whether it's right or wrong. And one thing that I seen happen with even criticizing you was you self-defend. And what you do is you prove the critic right when you defend yourself. So that tells me you need to go back and learn how to accept
Okay,
criticism.
1 second, the humblest. Can you give me an example, please?
Well, we just accused you of a lot of things. Even what did I just say prior to? I kind of lost my train of thought. I wanted to get in there before LeVar, but we just accused you of not having standards. Another, what did we accuse you of?
Lack of integrity, standing by
I
your
don't, I
word.
don't think I said she didn't have integrity, but it was some things that I said you were, right? And when you got a chance to speak, you said you were not. And here's the thing, when you have therapy, you listen to the criticism, not to respond, but to actually take in the critic's point of view. And that is what I'll say. I think listening to Vita talk, I think you are an amazing person. But I think one thing that I would give Phoebe to nod on, like my hat goes off to Phoebe, is she knows how to accept criticism. Like she can deal with it. But like if we say Vita, you were off base or you were wrong, or Vita, you lost your man because of this. Let me say this, Vita. Maybe we are dead wrong. Maybe we are way left. We are not on point when it comes to describing you. But when you have had therapy, right? One thing that'll teach you is something called a disarmament technique. You learn to validate the criticism. Why the conversation went off the rails with Maul and the other girl is because she wanted to fight. If that woman would have simply submitted to Maul and said, you know what, I am cutting you off, agreed. That's why most of our women, they don't know why they man cheat, but you like agreeableness, you're very
Cuss each other.
disagreeable, you're very argumentative, and you have a need to be right. And that's why you can't get along with men. What happened with Maul and that young lady is a great example. If she ever dares to go back and watch the replay, Coach Vita, you go back and watch the replay. Watch what happened. Your response to criticism. Watch what your response to criticism. And this is not, I think I think you're a sweet lady. Very intelligent, very beautiful. All you mark a lot of boxes. But you right now, you've just shown what happens when somebody criticizes you. What happens when somebody
Okay.
says you're the problem? It's not just you, but a lot of y'all can't handle that. Go ahead.
Okay, so the humblest I could say for in response to what you're saying, let me say this. So maybe this the miscommunication. I didn't take it as criticism because I can agree with you on that, and because you do charm to disarm, right? I do agree with that. So I didn't take it as criticism, like I'm being criticized. I don't feel attacked on here, none of that, or like it's personal. Oh my God, why did he say that? I didn't feel none of that. So my perspective in that is just that was y'all viewpoint from what I said, and then I would either come back and say, oh, well, this is why that I don't agree with that. That was so it was like my interpretation of that. So I can say that at least, but I do agree with you on the criticize. You got to de-escalate so it won't escalate. I got you on that.
Hey, I
Let,
can
let me
tell the
say this.
humblest.
Hold on. Let me say this, bro.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Even right now, Coach Vita, you got some work to do because, like, after your response was again self defense. I just want you to be aware of it. You are trying to defend your ego against like us tearing you down. Even your response just now, just listen to or play it back and say, what did I say when he just talked to me? What your response should have been was mirroring everything that I just said to you. You know what? You are right. I could kind of see your point of view. I think I'm gonna go home and reflect on that a little more. That's not your response. Your response was, even though y'all thought I said this, I didn't say that. I didn't know you was being critical. It's a self-defense. It's a method to protect your ego from shame, and you don't want to feel what I gotta say. But if you were really healed, everything that I said you would have gone. I would have got an empathetic response. You would have said, I can kind of see what you're saying. The humbless. You know what? You got a point. You know what? I'm gonna reflect on that. I'm gonna sit back and do a little bit more deep dive and thinking on that. Not well. I didn't know y'all was talking about that. You know what I'm saying. So I mean, that's all I got to say. But that's how I know I'm healed because I don't have a response for everything that's an attack toward me or
Right.
criticism toward me.
Well,
I
y'all.
can.
So okay. So hold on. So see the word choice you using. Talking down on me. You said this. I don't feel none of this, but you saying it. Talking down, criticizing, attacking, tearing me down. Damn, is that what y'all doing?
Now, so this, let me tell you what the humblest just
But that's
did.
the words he used. I ain't
No,
even feel
no,
like
no,
that.
no,
Now, don't get
no,
me
no,
wrong,
no.
too. I reflect all the time, every day. But okay, go ahead.
No, I was listening to the humblest, right? When he started speaking, he he balanced with this is what I know how I go to therapy too, so I know exactly what he did. He balanced out the emotional checkbook, right? He led with compliments and good things to say, and then he brought up some things of where you can need work at. He didn't say it was flaws. He didn't say it was anything to be ashamed of. He said these are the areas where you can improve at, right? And it's like now it becomes a true communication thing because he led with something positive, and he just said he ain't say nothing negative. He just said somewhere you can improve at. And yeah, there is for some people an amount of shame that could come with it. This is where ego is kind of meeting reality a little bit. And most of us, whether you're a man or woman, tend to bump heads because
Cut
What
out.
happened? He cut
I
out.
just want to say
But
that the
you
young lady.
gotta have a
Can I
mirror
say
you talk.
something?
he,
Can I say
he
something? Hold
back.
on. The young lady that you cut on Jamal, I think she's all the way in her feelings. So you looking at the comments?
Oh,
Yeah, I see the comments.
She
Yeah,
deleting them now.
She's
She
still
deleting
going.
them. She deleting them.
she got a problem. Something
She
wrong with her.
she is still fucking going. Okay, go ahead.
She
well, you
delete.
trying
Don't
to.
delete them.
But you know what though? Here's the thing, right? He made a good point, right? About how he spoke, right? So
Hmm.
this is the thing that men don't understand. This is the part of life where a lot of men are not taught that you learn through therapy or having a father to teach you how to deal with women, right? Because what happens is when you grow up without a father or male figures to teach you how to deal with a woman, you expect women to get it like men. Because when men are taught, we are taught rough. We're not taught with cushions. You know what I'm saying? We talk very direct and very stern. right? Men don't leave young boys and other men room for mistakes because we can be punished different. So we're taught in a very stern manner. But women are used to being coddled. And so when you become a man, you understand how to communicate with a woman is like this. I have to build her ego up before I tell her something wrong with her. And men don't understand it. They'll come at a woman just telling her, like, God damn it, you doing this, you doing it, you doing that. And she automatically get defensive. Instead of coming and say, you know what, baby, I think, you're a beautiful woman, you're smart, you got a lot going for yourself. You're building up her ego first. So she can take in the shit you about to tell her. Because no matter what is gonna hurt her feelings, because that's how women are, but you're giving her a chance to be able to handle it by giving her compliments first. You
Yeah.
see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then after you get her head in the air, then you tell her, I don't like the way you talk to me. That shit ain't, you tripping. You know what I'm saying? Instead of us, a lot of times it works, but a lot of times it don't work, especially when you're dealing with a woman that's ghetto as hell. She gonna take it personal no matter what. Like the one that just got put out the damn show. Her ass crazy as hell. I ain't finna argue with no females, man. I ain't finna do all that. Like that
I
ain't
would
my
I would
fit.
encourage the lady that's feeling like she got disrespect. I would encourage her to watch the stream and just see her performance, because I think she don't know how much she was interjecting. She don't know how much she was cutting other speakers off when they were in the mid sentence. And I think once she becomes aware of that, she'll feel better about the exchange. But I don't think Maul disrespected you. He's not a disrespectful guy. I just think you were talking while he was talking. He's the host of the show. He deserves that respect and that that leeway. So that's common sense. But Vita, how you feeling, Vita? Do you good?
I am good. I
Yeah.
swear I'm good. Like I am good. This one I'm trying to tell you, like I'm okay with it. I was misinterpreting. Like it's crazy because I actually agree with what you're saying. So I just think it was my own interpretation plus just the flow of everything thus far or something. But I'm totally okay with what you're saying. Like I don't feel no type of way. I'm not mad at nobody. I don't feel attacked or none of that. So I got you.
And furthermore, she come from Chicago. That's how Chicago is. Like once the conversation get elevated, you know how everybody get. That's how we talk. You feel
Hey,
me? Not
hey, yeah.
We had an
not
Hey,
giving
online
not
blackmail.
giving the women an excuse to do it, but at the same time, I understand it. Like New York women and Chicago women, them is like some of the toughest goddamn women you can meet.
Oh,
I ain't gonna lie to you. Straight up.
hey,
But man, shit, I had a good convo today, man. Shit, I had a good time. I appreciate y'all for tuning in.
oh yeah.
Everybody tuning in, man. Give out y'all ats, man, and we're gonna take it from there, man.
At Big Bob 31 on IG.
the
Confidence
humblest coach.
coach.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Confidence. What is my shit? Confidence at lavitathemodeljones.com.
I'm a nobody, but I'm from Milwaukee. Just happy to be on the show. The humblest, aka Zoe. But yes, y'all have a great thing going. I'd love to come back and join and contribute to the conversation. Maul, you on your way, bro. Keep it going, bro. You up. You going there.
Appreciate it.
Phoebe, just Phoebe, Cocoa Cherries. What is it? 69. There you go. Cocoa
Go
Cherries
Cherry
69.
69. Y'all already know it's your boy Mac, man. I
Uh,
appreciate everybody for coming in, tuning in, man. The description gonna be in the link. The link gonna be in the description for every episode. So I'm gonna be bringing people on, new guests. So if y'all want to tune in, y'all got something to say, y'all more than welcome to hop in on the live, man, and get y'all perspective on things, man. And y'all know it don't cost you nothing to push a button. So make sure y'all subscribe to my channel, man. Like, comment, share it, man, and keep me in rotation, man. And man, it is what it is. I'm feeling good, man, and I had an awesome conversation, man, and I appreciate y'all.
all right.
All right, peace.
All
Till
right.
next time.